We are live. Hello to my 0 viewers.
What am I, chopped liver?
I'm gonna have to ask Sato to go ahead and look for that Vegas 80.
Vegas 80, what's that?
I'm just playing.
You are not live. What are you talking about?
But yes, I am.
Oh,
There she is,
yes.
refresh your page.
Yes.
I'm so excited, dude. I can't even tell you. Like I have been sitting
Well,
here
this
all
is a
day.
fight night, too, but yeah.
I know, man, but they hyped it up. They hyped it up on YouTube
There's
so
a lot
much.
of bad blood on this one. There's no, yeah.
Yeah. So dude, I'm stoked for this one. So we gotta watch this shit. Like as soon as we're done playing D&D, I'm gonna bug this shit out of you.
Yeah.
Next girl fight.
There's some
I'm there,
really
okay?
good ones coming up.
There's a couple of real there's like a lot of matches on this card. There's like 8 matches or
Just
something.
make sure you tell the disaster by when the girl fight is, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's
Hey
like
guys,
2 or 3 on
wait,
this
wait,
card.
wait.
On this
Our
card.
talk.
Test,
Yeah,
test.
there's some-
1, 2. Test. Test, test. Testicles.
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 Okay,
testicles.
perfect. Loki.
You may have every day of this month, but on none of them will you be green.
Oh,
Ah.
Loki. The things that I could do to destroy your life with one 5-minute conversation with Pariah.
Oh, no, no.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Lyric.
Low blow.
Huh? What? Titties?
Not only is she a brat, she's also vindictive.
Lyric, keep
oh,
talking.
Honey. Yeah? What? Don't tell my dentist I'm eating sesame seeds, because I'm not supposed to.
Okay, perfect. Reeks.
Hello, I am here, more or less.
Okay,
What is
Sato.
here?
Test, test. 1, 2. Bouncing titties.
Please tell me more about these bouncing titties, Sato.
Bouncing titties.
So
Bouncing titties of 2 black eyes.
Hookers and blow, hookers and blow, hookers and blow.
Yeah, keep talking, Sato. I'm having to.
Do you guys share a brain cell?
Test.
me,
Testicles.
and, me and Sato? Yes.
Testicles. Tickling testicles.
All right, children. Tricks.
Follow the
Allergies
bouncing
suck.
ball.
Tricks more.
You can't just make noises, you have to actually talk.
No, I don't. Noises
Yes.
are all they need. They don't need words.
We need enough vocalization to actually have your mic register, please.
Exactly.
Just meh louder then.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Tricks,
But
fired.
ass.
You're supposed to be like,
Okay. I looked everywhere for you.
Fire ass? That sounds like a bad night at Taco Bell.
Sounds like a good night at Taco Bell.
It sounds like every night at Taco Bell.
Oh,
I can't believe Testicles is here. He's my hero.
turn me up a little bit.
Turn Alec a bit.
Woo.
Try again, Alec.
What I'm saying?
testing, testing.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop
You know
speaking.
what I'm saying?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I got yelled at.
Are you? Are you really?
Well, he kept trying to say stuff, and it wasn't just you. It was everybody. I think the stop freaking was for everyone. I see a bitch. Do you
Yes, yes,
see
it
a
was.
bitch? I see a bitch. Oh, what do you see? I'm
Oh,
the
you're
only
fine.
one who
You're fine,
gets
Ray.
freaking Thoralius and
Did I-
Associate jokes, and it makes me sad.
Did I order a new one of these or no?
I don't know. Did you?
I'm finding out. Rude. Let me live.
No. That's no fun.
Sato,
so I
have
did
you
buy
gotten
six.
any further in Trailer Park Boys?
Still.
Where is it?
I got to the Snoop Dogg parts.
Oh,
those
nice.
are great.
Yeah.
Which are
they're-
hilarious, yeah. What's the
With Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
with Tom Arnold, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
kicks Lucy. He wants to bang Lucy.
He wants to bang Lucy, which is hilarious. The song's great. Fucking hose and fucking
Yeah.
smoking and
All we
hose.
wanna do.
Hey, hey
we
guys.
gotta-
You see them like look uncomfortable, like the little boy that plays Flurry.
Yeah.
McFlurry. Like and you
Hey.
can tell like he's just like awkward as fuck standing there.
Right behind, yeah, Snoop Dogg and Tom Arnold.
Mm.
It is a great episode. Yeah.
Hey, fellow ADHDers.
Yes.
You know we started the stream, right?
Yes. That's
no,
okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's okay. I love the Trailer Park Boys. Like props, mad
talking about
props.
hookers.
You'll like Shorzy too, Riggs.
Shorzy is so good.
I need to watch that.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Shorzy is so good.
About Canadian hockey player in the No Show.
I find that like the more of this Canadian stuff that I find, I love it. Like that show that you guys introduced me to, Letterkenny.
It's a
Letterkenny.
spin-off of Letterkenny.
Shorzy is a spin-off of
It's
Letterkenny.
so good.
Shorzy's a character in Letterkenny. But you never
If-
see his face until the Shorzy show.
If you ever watch Dragon
Canada.
Ball Z, you really should watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It is hilarious.
Not the same thing.
Not the same thing. Not at all.
All right,
But
are
it
we
is
all,
hilarious.
Are we all good with the sound check?
Yes, sir.
I'd be so good to you.
Sweet. Well,
The
on
way that shit would work
You
on
give me a moment, I'd make it last a lifetime.
a lifetime. I'd be so good to you.
All right, guys. On
Just
that
hold
note,
your purse.
do I have everybody in roll 20 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing one person. Who am I missing?
Not me.
Right here.
Tricks.
Look
I'm
at girl.
stopped up as hell, but
Sato.
I'm here. Where did
Sato.
Sato go?
Nato.
I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I'll
Not in
jump
roll
in.
20.
Yeah, I'll jump in 1 sec. But I can still hear you guys and see what's going on, or know what's going on.
Sounds good.
All good, all good. I'm gonna go ahead and start then, Sato, if it's all right with you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, man. All right, everyone. At the Goblin Caves, just northwest of Phandelver, our adventurers managed to outsmart, gain the advantage, fight off, and kill a brigade of goblins who was returning with a prisoner. The woman captive was deeply concerned about her uncle, who was attacked by the goblins, but after some reasoning by Talia, was convinced to stay close to her as the party had a task that needed to be completed first, but was promised to help after. Venturing deeper and finding a mangled body with a large sack beside it in a crevice, Artok jumped down to investigate, finding a short, wide robe, along with some vials of oddly colored sand. Talia noticed that their new companion Eldinus possessed a polished stone featuring a pyramid and 5-pointed star symbol they had conversed, as they conversed. Eldinus spoke in a particularly interesting dialect of Primordial, known only to Talia, uttering some riddling words. The group spots a passageway leading to another network of caves, and as they continue searching, the smell of burning meat is sensed from the northern corridor, along with the faint sounds of footsteps. Trick scouts ahead, discovering goblins to be gathered in what appears to be all directions, as the party recognizes the brands on the littered crates in the area to be the same as the ones destined for Phandelver. And that's where we're going to begin this evening.
This music is very epic. It's weird.
No, I love it.
Good
But I-
weird, but weird. It's different.
Kind of sounds like Horizon music.
We like it. is perfection.
All right. So, before we continue, I made a couple of slight changes here. You'll notice on your map that there aren't any more annoying big black, giant, like, empty spaces in the middle of your map anymore.
Barrels no longer cast shadows.
It's true. Yeah, I found that really annoying, and I'm sure you did too. So we got rid of that. We stand here, kind of in a chamber, full of barrels, crates, baskets. It's pretty clear that what you seek might be somewhere in this cave, as kind of footsteps approach from pretty far away. I'll go ahead and give you the floor here, Trix.
I think I already recapped everybody last week, didn't I?
Do it again.
Again.
Okay.
Just right at the end.
Okay. From what I can remember, there's goblins everywhere except for maybe to the east, if I remember correctly. That was it out of character, if I remember correctly. You wouldn't do this to me the week I have allergies.
You didn't notice any to the east, Trix.
But I think the east might be a dead end. It's hard to tell.
Well, that's what we're here for, isn't it? I mean, where there's goblins, there's Rockseeker.
Not necessarily. We want. I don't want to do more fighting than we have to.
We gotta. What? I mean, you're right, but also we've got to save Rockseeker, and I'm pretty sure he's with goblins.
So.
Okay.
Do y'all want me to scout ahead a little bit more, or how do we want to handle this?
If
I mean,
you
said the goblins were north and south?
No. We're to the south. They're to the west, the north, the northwest.
So all above us, but different paths above us.
Except for maybe to the east, but I'm not sure there is an actual path to the east. I can go try to check.
I mean, which path looks like it goes on for the longest? Because if the goblins are any intelligent at all, I would assume they would have them in the furthest back chamber. That's what I assume the prison would be.
Both north and west were pretty long as far as I could tell. I think there might be a bit of a, chasm to the west. Looking at what my map has as the memory bit. It's either a wall or a chasm, I can't tell by the... Basically, I'm not sure how far the west one goes.
Is it possible that the goblins you're sensing are from the same place and both directions lead to a giant chamber of sorts?
The path to the north kind of goes north and a little east. And the west one goes west and a little south.
Okay, so that's a no.
Possible
I mean,
they loop around, but
never really
unlikely.
know.
I mean, do we want to... I hate to say it, do we want to split up the group and go two
No.
ways?
Absolutely not.
I don't
second
think
that,
splitting
no.
up is a good idea. I think we should
Hey,
stay
Riggs.
together.
Are we back with them,
Are we?
Talia?
Yeah. What's up?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
We no longer have barrels casting shadows. Some of those are blocking information from what I saw on the map previously. May I move my character back up to, I think it was about here, just to refresh
Yes.
that part of the map? Okay.
You sure can.
All right.
Oh yeah, we all came into this room together. Remember, Lyric? We're in this new
Did we?
one.
Yeah, we did that at the very end, but
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
if we had heard this recap situation or not.
I'm still seeing some shadows up here, by the way, Riggs.
Barrels no longer cast shadows.
Yeah,
Other
that's
things
okay.
probably still
So-
cast shadows.
There are some things, depending on how high the stacks are, that I left on for that reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll notice a couple, but there aren't a lot in here like that. That's so funny, Trix. Because of your natural 20, actually you're in a good spot here, and I will just shut up.
Okay, I'm remembering
TM
now.
question.
Yeah.
How long ago did this guy die?
Oh no.
Like since we fought him.
Oh,
And I raised
probably not even an hour.
Okay.
Probably not even an hour. Yeah, because I was about to do some stuff with Talia here to kind of remind her of our good pal Maladroit.
Oh.
But I think she rolled like a natural 20 for her check.
I
And
rolled
so we
really
gave her
high,
a 2 hour
so you gave me 2
instead of a 1
hours,
hour.
yeah.
So you still have a lot of time, Talia.
So is it okay if I do something real quick?
Yeah, please. You guys have the floor here. I'll let you guys...
I still have 2 empty glass vials that we had scrounged up from Meepa's lair. So
Yes.
I'd like to walk over to my guy here and have him hold his arm out, take my dagger, and then cut his wrist open and get the blood with the vial.
Sure.
Why would you?
You're gonna...
And Loki's literally saying
gotta-
that. Like, why would you?
Bloodletting a undead. That's
It's
gonna
undead.
be
Yeah.
great later.
Kind
It
of
would
look at
grant
Loki, I was like, well,
necrotic
he
damage.
doesn't need it anymore, and I do.
Perfect, Artak. And there's no checks necessary for this. You kind of walk up to him and are able to take as much as you'd like, we'll say.
I'll fill up 2 vials of it. The 2 vials I have.
You got it.
And then use his bandage to bandage it up once I'm done.
Yeah. Perfect. And easy enough, too. You can tell that these goblins are, I mean, they're freshly killed, but there's decay that's starting to happen here. The smell is starting to become very evident.
Kind of make him take a step back from me so I don't have to smell him as bad. Okay.
Love it.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to do.
Love that
Yeah,
for
you
you.
got it.
Love
That's
that for you, Loki.
Okay,
Okay,
I
so
would
did
like
we
to revise my
determine-
info slightly.
Did we determine that Lyric and Talia walked up on them arguing about goblin caves?
I would like to revise my info slightly, now that I've refreshed my memory. I do have one quick question for Reeks, though. Is
Yeah,
this
sure.
right here, is that like a hole or a wall? No, it was
no
revealed on my
comment.
map. I'm just not sure from looking at it.
Yeah.
Is that like a chasm?
So you weren't really able to get close enough to really get a good look, Trix, because you have dark vision, but you need to get a little closer in order to see.
Well, it's only about like maybe 10 to 15 feet away, so I'd at least see whether or not it was a wall.
It didn't appear to be.
Okay, so, okay, so to the east is definitely a little dead-end area. North, I saw
like how
what
she's
might
like,
have
"What?"
been a wolf, I think, but not much else. And west definitely has goblins.
Well, then I say we go
Yes.
towards the goblins, right?
Do we want to go all at once? Do we want to have stealthy people in front? How do we want to do this?
I mean,
I don't know. What do you think, Theta?
I mean, my advice would be to stick as a group if we've got massive groups of goblins to contend with.
Well, we could also
Okay.
just let somebody else fight them.
I mean,
I second that motion.
what do you mean?
What do you have in mind?
Well, I pull the vials out and I was like, well, I have a plan for these. If you guys want me to try it out, I've never done it before, but
I would like
willing
more
to
details.
experiment on.
Oh,
Talia
Are
looking
you
trying
You
to
know what?
infect them? With zombieism?
How would I do that?
Zombieism is not a thing in D&D.
It could be.
Okay,
You don't know.
Everything's
Given-
a thing in D&D.
Anything can be, yeah.
He's not wrong. Given what I know about Artok and the things I have seen you do to goblins, I really want to know. So,
I'm also
I'm
kind
here
of
for his
curious.
plan. Because just out of morbid curiosity,
I'm a little concerned if I tell you guys what my plan is, you'll think differently of me though.
Impossible.
I
mean-
already think the worst of you, my guy, so...
Talia
Kinda
reaches
look at
out
him,
and
and I
punches
just
Well,
him.
look
the more devious, the higher I'll think of you.
I word vomited my
Dude,
entire
we're gonna find out
traumatic
regardless.
childhood
Just
to you
say
the other
it.
day, so I think we're fine.
And we're gonna talk about that someday over
No, we're
many,
not.
many,
I don't know what
many
you're talking
drinks.
about.
Oh, yes, definitely. Just don't kill me before then. I know
Well-
your
We're
not
propensity
talking
to
about it. I don't know
hate
what he's talking
green
about.
guys.
We're not talking about it.
So I don't know if you guys could tell, but I can speak Abyssal. So what I could do is I could try and bring some lower level demons in here and let them fight it out,
Oh,
and then we just
How
go in and sweep up
safe
the
is-
remnants.
You
How
I
safe
mean-
is
Not at all,
that?
but I'm here for it.
I mean,
they will
it's
turn on
pretty.
us.
I mean, they're gonna attack the first thing they see. So
Couldn't that
know.
put the hostages in?
Yeah,
That would
what-
be
wouldn't
my
that
fear.
result in us
There-
getting Rockseeker
I didn't hear
killed?
this about hostages. Do you see the hostages, or are they just the big groups of goblins?
We don't know where they
I don't know.
are.
It's hard to tell. It's a long tunnel with lots of obstacles because it's a fucking cave.
But
All
did you
she
see
could-
the goblins?
Vaguely, but I don't know. Like, I have a narrow little window, a tunnel I'm able to look through, and there could be shit on either side of that tunnel. Rockseeker could be just off to the side, outside of my vision. I don't know.
well,
Well, we could, go check to see if there's hostages, and if we don't,
All right.
there's
think-
a way I can just throw the demons in the middle and
I think that's an
then
excellent
blow them
plan.
all up.
If we can ensure that
how
there's no
quickly
hostages.
can you summon them, and how likely is this to blow up in our face?
Very, but I'm,
50-50?
Shush,
And
I'm
then
we're
willing
not
to
wizard.
do whatever.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Absolutely not.
All
I
right.
think
Why
we
don't
should.
you go take some nausea medication, Loki? You're looking a little green there. And let the men handle this.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh.
That's a little much.
Why don't we?
Hilarious.
I'm just gonna shoot him a
Well,
very,
because
very
he,
ugly
out of
look.
character, it's because he was throwing up earlier. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot him a very angry look. Like, really? Really, you went there?
Don't worry. I'll try diplomacy for the next group.
Our talk is.
Why don't we
I
send?
just really
Yes, he
don't
is.
like goblins.
Like,
Artak
as he
woke
said
up
that,
on
I'm
the
gonna
wrong
look
side of
very
the bed
happy for
today.
like a split second until I realize that he's being a sarcastic douche.
Why don't we send someone, or maybe two someone's very good at stealth in, to scout it and ensure if it's just goblins, or if it's prisoners or other innocents that we might be in trouble for.
I am fully
Oh.
okay with this.
Well-
Tricks, if you would like to come
Oh,
with
ignore
me.
that.
I could go
Yes.
with you guys. I can turn invisible.
How-
And then
I could throw the
I'm
disguise
also
back on
actually-
again, I guess, and go as well. since I'm-
Believe it or not, I'm actually like really light on my feet here, and I'm just gonna kind of bounce on my toes for a second. I'm pretty damn stealthy too, and I can punch harder than any of you guys.
We shouldn't have to punch.
sounds
you
like
should
we
be
should
sneaking.
all just go. It sounds like.
Yeah.
How about we go with sneaky people in the front?
I can make 2 people invisible.
Are we gonna have a vote? But
What do we think?
Yeah, how do you guys want to handle this?
I'm gonna look
I
at.
vote-
I say
vote
I
sneaky
say
people
demon
a co-
bomb, but
I
I
say
vote
demon
sneaky
bomb
people.
too.
absolutely
I
not.
also demon bomb. I think it would be hilarious.
That's
Again,
3 people
Not if
demon
we
bomb.
don't know if there's innocents.
Yes.
Alright, let's
check-
Yes,
let's
I
check
agree
for
with that
innocence.
statement.
Check
put
for
it in
innocence,
chat.
then
Put
demon
it in
bomb.
chat. Vote 1 for demon bomb and 2 for no.
Well,
And
we need to
3 for check for innocence
first.
first.
I
Demon
agree.
bomb
check
after
for
no
innocence
innocence?
first.
What is
A
3?
demon
As,
bomb.
as
Three
we
is check
demon
for
bomb them
innocence.
after we check for any
Yes,
hostages.
if there are no innocents that can be affected by the demon bomb, then yes, I'm all for demon bombing. But not if there are innocents that might
same.
be at risk. So every single
Loki, look
person
at-
who can stealth, go find innocents.
Okay,
Okay,
let's go
okay,
check for
God.
innocence first.
Okay.
Jesus. How about how about
I'm just like full mom mode.
how about me, Azel, Trix?
Sounds good.
This
I can
way,
make
if we get caught, at least I can punch something.
I can
I'm down
make-
for that plan.
all three of us invisible if you want. It's gonna cost a little bit of resources, but I can
Save
do
it
it.
for right
Save
now.
your resources. They're better
Yeah.
used elsewhere.
Alright.
Are we in the dark in here, Reegs, or is there light?
There's a fire right here, right?
There is.
Does fire count as light when it comes to my cloak, or is that just sunlight that
no.
affects it?
That's only
Okay.
natural light. Yeah, sunlight.
Okay.
Sunlight particularly. Yeah.
So,
Oh, have we? Sorry.
hey, Artok, before I go down this tunnel, can I have that cloak I had you stash in your bag, please?
Sure. I'll pull it out and hand it to her.
I just want to cover up all of this color with the black, you know?
That's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna put my drow cloak on.
The drow cloak. Okay, I'll take it
Yeah.
out of my inventory then.
Oh, Riggs, I wanted to.
Yeah.
So earlier, we had discussed that I took a piece of my gauntlet off to show the light, to not show the light.
Yes.
Can
Are you
I?
still glowing?
Does that? Well, no. But the question is, if I take my gauntlet off, does that affect my AC?
No.
Okay. Then I'll leave my gauntlet off.
No.
I was going to do something
Yeah,
else.
it's just a way. Are you? You're leaving your gauntlet off at the moment?
Well, what I was going to say is if it affected my AC, then I would put my gauntlet on and then just have the cloak that I took off that dead thing and put it on over to extinguish the light, but I'll wait to do that later.
Gotcha.
So I am also stealthing. I am behind Trix.
Yeah, you got it. So you are not illuminating at the moment, Hazel.
Yay.
Taking up the rear.
All right. So we have Trix and Azel up front here. What's the plan in the back here? Sato and Talia and Loki. What are the three of you doing?
I'm staying with my new friend and waiting to hear back from what the scouting party finds.
You got it.
Yeah, I'll move up a bit just so I'm closer to within range if they yell for help.
Same here. I'm gonna
I'll
move
follow
on, and
him
I'm
too.
gonna notch a arrow in my crossbow.
Okay. All right, noted. Loki.
But I would want to make it clear to the party. Okay, so stealthy people are gonna scout just a little ways ahead, and the rest of y'all are following. Yes.
I thought you were gonna come back.
No, we're
We're gonna
coming
come
Y'all are
back.
coming
Okay,
back.
so we're scouting ahead.
Y'all are scouting
Yes.
ahead, looking for innocents or civilians, and then coming back. If you get into trouble,
Okay.
yell, and that leaves Sato, Artok, and Loki immediately ready to
Do
respond.
we still have those talkie stone things?
No.
They're spent.
I think they're all spent. Or
They are
actually,
spent.
did they reset? Hold on.
Did they reset when
Yes.
you gave us our long rest thing?
Yep.
Okay, then
They
yes.
Or
sure
we just went up a
Yep.
level, so everything resets.
Yeah, everything
including,
resets.
including items. Okay.
Okay,
Yep,
I still have my talkie
everything-
stone.
Yep, including items.
Oh, we reset? Fuck yes.
Yep,
Key
yep.
point.
Yeah, you're
she
all
g-
back to 100%.
She gave us a magical long rest. Isn't that nice of her?
Yes.
With
very
Talia's
great.
help.
We should keep this one.
Which one?
And
is
take her
this?
with us everywhere.
No.
Make sure.
Who
Ooh,
needs
that means
sleep
I
when
have,
you have
I have
magic?
Foxy.
No,
I have
DM
Foxy
will not allow it.
and spider form.
All right,
Ooh.
So in this moment, Artok,
Yes.
you are kind of leading this idea. Are you going through with this plan? Like, what is? What are you guys like? Yeah.
I as
Sorry.
they're kind of getting ready to go, I'll whisper, "Come back, and let me know how many there are and where they are. I can't see well in the dark, but it's best
We-
if everybody stays back because I can protect myself. but I can't protect you
Yeah.
from the demons.
I will give you a detailed description as soon as we all get back. I promise.
Perfect. And then I look over at
Okay.
Loki and I say, "I'm sorry, Loki. I'm being kind of a jerk, but these goblins just really, really upset me."
I'm just gonna
All right.
like not really acknowledge.
Not acknowledge. Thanks. Just
You're
put my
so
heart on
dumb.
my sleeve
No,
and apologized.
you've
No,
been
I didn't.
No, you
so
didn't.
you've been
Hard on
so
myself.
you've been so trying.
That's amazing.
Clearly,
All right.
I have some issues with goblins
And
Clearly.
orcs.
and orcs.
True.
Anything
So
green, I guess.
depending on how far you want to move forward here, what we'll do is, Trix, you're in the front here. I guess we'll just have. How do you want to approach this? Is everybody kind of just walking normally through the cave here? Explain
I would.
how you guys wanna do
I
Gonna
would
stay
say
back.
so.
We're being stealthy. I'm
We're being
staying
stealthy,
really
We're
close.
but-
stealthing the fuck out of this shit,
I'm gonna
Riggs.
stay. I'm gonna stay
Okay,
really
okay.
close to the.
I have to ask. What's up?
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna shift into my drow form because black skin.
Mm. Yeah.
But when I do, I'm gonna, instead of my normal white hair with my drow form, jet black hair. And I'm gonna pull my
Ooh.
cloak way up against me, and I'm gonna stick real close to the wall. As we
Hazel?
step
Got
into
it,
this
Lyric.
cave.
I nod in
Yeah,
approval.
you got it, Lyric. Hold on one.
Hazel's gonna look back and just see that and go, "Jeez, at least warn us first."
Who has the
You know, my
Conference
changeling
zone.
form is way more
I have one.
unsettling, right?
Artok has one. Talia has one.
Okay, so me, Artok, and Loki are all hanging back here.
Yep, and y'all have a conference
So-
stone in your group. Trix
Yes,
has
yeah.
a conference stone for her group, and I have one back
Yes.
here with. Did you leave me, Steve?
Yep.
Okay.
Steve's is-
Me,
And your
me-
friend,
me,
Steve.
me, Steve, and my new best friend.
Steve.
I'm fine with Steve hanging around.
All right. So who has the stones? Trix, Talia, and.
Artok.
Artok.
All right. Just write that down here.
Steve's gonna grab our new friend's hand and try and pet it reassuringly, but he's gonna really it's almost gonna be like mauling her hand.
I'm just gonna reach out and gently pluck his hand away and kind of pat his hand and say, "Thank you, Steve. That's okay." And then
She's both revolted and comforted at the same time.
God.
maybe Steve, maybe you can give us a little room. And I'm gonna kind of shoo him away a little bit.
Not like away, but
No, just like a little bit of breathing space.
I would
Steve
like you
kinda
to know
stinks.
that all of this is Artok's doing.
I know.
He is controlling
I love
Steve.
I love it.
He is a
I
terrible
love
person.
all of this.
Trying to
I
comfort
love
her.
all of this.
Do it
He's not a
yourself.
terrible person.
I'm working.
Oh, that's fair.
Working.
Okay. Shall we?
Let's shall.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you are all stealthing up. Trix, ping a location on the map that you would like to go to.
Real quick, I do want to
Yeah,
just clarify.
sure.
I think we should go west because north just looks like wolves.
Let's go west.
Okay.
You
Then
going west?
I would probably want to go here first.
All right. So Trix, you move there. If everybody wants to move behind her, and I need everybody in this group to roll me a stealth check, please.
But I already had
Everybody?
my 22 last week.
Yeah.
I know, but that counted. That
Okay,
only counted for
can I-
the one thing that you're doing.
There's my
Just
23.
a straight stealth.
Wait,
Yeah, we're
you-
gonna do
the
something
ones in the
different with
back?
you, Lyric. Don't worry. Oh, the people in the group. So Azel, Lyric,
me.
Sato, Artok, and you,
Okay.
Loki.
I'm
Oh,
rolling
so
stealth
not-
too, or not rolling stealth?
Oh no! I thought it was
are
just
you going
me.
along?
No, it's just
No,
thought it
I'm
was
saying,
just
I'm
me,
saying with
Trix, and
Artok
Lyric.
and Loki.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
we're
just
kind of
the two of
holding
you.
the line
Yeah.
right here. That's why I was
Sorry,
like you
my
said,
bad.
everybody roll. I'm like us too. Like we're just
I
kind
am-
of at this
I
choke
am
point.
straight up in that
Yeah,
half
my apologies.
block in that wall, just crawling against the wall. Creepy as fuck.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. And
I don't
from your
have
position
eyeballs
here-
in
Why
my
are you
changeling.
doing that at advantage?
13.
Because she always
always
rolls.
She
roll
always rolls
advantage.
advantage
Oh,
instead of toggling
why?
it. Well, she doesn't always get the
Annoying.
advantage
Toggle it.
roll. It's just
Lyric,
Yes.
that is actually a 16.
Oh, yes. Yes. For my creepiness.
Yeah.
You guys,
You don't
I
know.
do everything
You
I
don't
can to
know.
add to that stealth room.
So Azel's actually going to talk to Lyric just for a second as we're traveling.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Why didn't you turn into a spider? You could have like crawled onto me, and that would have been fine too.
I'm just gonna look at him like he's a crazy person. I'm not gonna say a word, but just like, dude, what the fuck are you talking for?
I'm talking to Lyric. She could have been
No,
a
I
spider.
didn't say anything. I'm just looking at you like you have lost your goddamn mind.
Oh.
Stealth, dude, stealth.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Whoa.
Let me just do this. Nice.
Thanks.
All right,
What
so
was
the three of you.
What was the size of that dice that you just rolled? Was it big?
It was
It was
big,
big.
yeah.
Sounded
I mean,
big.
I could sounded like a big dice.
He
It
uses
was
the
the-
chunky dice, so we'll hear it.
it's the critical roll die, the mighty nine.
Like, I'm sorry, it was so off-putting. Like not like in a bad way, but just like my brain went. That sounded like a really big
no.
dice.
Oh no, in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
Nice. So okay.
Always.
So
Sorry.
no, it's okay. So Lyric, Trix, and Azel, as you kind of round the corner here, you notice pretty quickly that you could see in front of you, kind of behind you, Trix. There was a tiny little sliver that you could see, and a chasm that you notice coming through here. It's so dark, it's really hard to see. Yeah. Since then, I've made some adjustments on the map.
Oh dear.
So you could see the other side, Trix, that there is a kind of a ledge there, a platform with an upper level.
I can't see it currently, but I have
You
the
can't see
memory
it
of
currently.
it.
Exactly. But from your current position, Trix, you could see that the ledge that you would need to get through in order to traverse it would be far too thin for a normal person to get through. There is a hole. There is a space. It's just very, very narrow.
All right. Once I'm in this position, I'm just going to hold up a hand towards the people behind me, make eye contact, and then point ahead along the wall to the left, roughly there.
What do you want us to do about that? I mean...
What? I don't see it.
I'm going to mouth the word goblin and then point again.
Teach us thieves can't because it's not a spoken language.
Okay, fine.
I don't speak.
I don't speak. Well, thieves can't's not a spoken language. It's a written language. But she could like sign in the air or something. But we need to
I'm
learn.
gonna make
acceptable,
punchy.
Riggs?
I'm gonna make punchy things to
Sorry?
my hand.
Is that
Like
acceptable?
punch?
To
Is
use
what
thieves can't to
acceptable?
communicate quietly?
No, I don't know thieves can't.
Oh
so-
no!
Oh.
Thieves' Cant is a written language. Yeah.
Okay.
What I was saying
It's
is,
like if you
we need
if
to
you
learn.
just
We need to
traced
learn
out
thieves
A,
can't.
B, C in the air.
What I'm saying is, us
guys are-
stealthy
That's
people
funny.
need to learn thieves can't in order to communicate.
I mean, you're pretty close. I'll let you play however you want to play here.
I'm
I'm
going
just gonna make.
to.
I'm gonna make punchy gestures into my fist. Like, is it time to hit things? Like,
I'm gonna do a kind of a so-so hand, like a side-to-side hand in the air, like maybe. But I'm going to motion for Lyric to go along the north wall, and then Azel to come with me by using a come here finger, and then pointing at Lyric and pointing along the wall,
I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders and say, fine,
Which wall?
whatever.
Yeah.
the north wall.
I'm not actually gonna say
okay,
fine,
will
whatever,
you
but
ping it on
shrug
the
my
map for me, please?
Basically, go along the chasm.
Okay. As soon as y'all let me in there, I will
Chasm.
certainly do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how far are you going here, Trix?
I'm going a teensy tiny bit at a time, just
Yeah,
to see
you
if
got
that
it.
goblin is he on the other side of a cliff, like down
Make-
below a cliff.
Make a perception check, Trix.
Eh.
Oh my, that's really good. So there is an upper platform, Tricks, that you can see that's probably maybe a good 7 or 8 feet, maybe even 9 at certain spots here. And it sits just above where there are a very large stack of crates, stacked around the perimeter of the bottom there. You can see that there is one goblin visible, and he seems to be on the lookout. But you could tell that he doesn't seem to be that concerned really with keeping watch.
But he's not
He
looking
seems-
above him. He's making mistake number 1 of keeping an eye out.
Yes.
You didn't
yeah,
look
he's
up.
not concerned. He's not. Yeah, he's not concerned at all in that with that direction.
No
he doesn't
one
seem
ever
to have
looks up.
any attention at all in that direction.
Okay, so that being said, I'm going to motion for Azel to kind of follow me. I'm going to stay mostly along the north wall, kind of skirting these barrels a little bit.
Yeah, you got it, Trix. I will say this. So from your current position, Trix, you notice there's a brazier, kind of
Yeah, I see
directly
the
in
light.
front of you in a position, and it is actually the this one here is not lit.
Okay.
Which kind of leads you to believe that you there are probably braziers in here that can be lit and provide light
Okay.
if you choose.
Let's not.
Is this a wall here?
That is.
Ooh,
That's a chasm.
Okay.
It's a
actually-
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Azel's going to get very, very close to Trix's ear without her noticing.
Oh, no.
What the
And
fuck
he's-
are you about to do?
No. He's going to whisper to
And
her,
he
but he's
nicks
probably
it.
gonna.
Just
No, he's gonna whisper to her, but it's probably gonna freak you out a bit. He's going to
Wait,
say.
what? I'm
He's
sorry.
going to say.
I'm sorry.
He's going to say. If we light up that brazier, maybe it'll distract the guard, and they can go over to it, and we can take him out.
Hang on. I'm gonna motion for them both to stay there, because I have an idea brewing in my head. All right, so
I'll just
I'm
be here.
going to
Sure, Trix.
carefully creep. I want to creep to like maybe a couple of feet from the ledge with the goblin underneath it.
Where at?
About here-ish. I want to be a couple of feet from the edge, but I want to be able to see if there's anyone else near that goblin.
All right. So I need a stealth check first, Trix.
Roll high.
No way,
It'd be
man.
a fucking 1.
20.
Oh.
Okay.
Freaking 20.
30,
She has
I
such
got
a
plus
high
9 to
modifier.
stealth.
That's
Yes, so do I.
fucking good.
So Trix, you step over the brazier,
Oh no.
and you notice there's a little bit of loose gravel. And just before you step on that spot, you notice that would be horrible, because if you stood there, there's a loose stone that would actually unroot itself and kind of knock over the brazier in such a way that it would make, because it's kind of uneven at the moment, and it would probably make a pretty loud sound. You're able to kind of avoid that stone, Trix, and you put your foot on the other side of the stone. You are directly below what seems to be, from your current position, about an 8-foot platform above you. You're pretty shielded and guarded from the stacked up crates beside you here, and you're down pretty low. So from what you can tell, no goblins, unless they were actually looking in this direction, would be able to see.
So the only one that I can see in this area is just the one that's right below the cliff.
That's right.
Okay. Now I'm going to very carefully back and continue along our previous course
Yeah, you got
of going
it, Trix.
westward.
Sure.
And I will follow.
I had a thought about pulling some assassin shit and then thought better of it. But
No,
I wanted to not
don't do-
now.
Like,
Maybe
not
later.
an air assassination, but what I was thinking is that we create a noose, and then we slowly lower it.
Shh,
Like a
you
rock?
can't do-
You're gonna
Unless
go
you're
rock
trying to have this conversation in the middle of a potentially goblin-infested area, shut the fuck up.
No, I am not. I was sorry.
Then
That was
shush.
out of character. I'm sorry.
Shush. Back.
I am going to long legs and annoyingly so step on top of these barrels since they're along this wall, and push myself behind the barrels.
Okay,
You
Dix.
Am
got
I
it.
still on a wall there? Because my lighting's weird, so I can't actually tell if I'm on the wall or not.
No, that's fine. You can
Okay,
get up on the
okay,
barrel
cool.
here, Lyric, for sure. But you see also, there's a really little sliver where the walls kind of the cavern here, like kind of get real close together. You're able to see there is another platform beyond the cavern here, but the way through is far too thin for any kind of a medium-sized humanoid to fit through.
Okay. Got Hooch. My goal is to get probably to start with right about there-ish.
To get where?
Right near where this barrel is.
So before we do that, Trix, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the other team.
Okay.
Sato, Loki, and Artok. You're kind of standing here waiting. I would imagine awaiting some kind of maybe a word from we'll call them SEAL Team A. Going into the
SEAL Team 3.
Yeah. You three have the floor here. Oh, the Talia as well. Sorry. You four have the floor.
I mean, I was just gonna say, might have been best for us just to, I mean, if there's goblins up there, we could probably just fucking bomb rush attack them. That would be my strat.
And if there's 500 goblins in that cave?
Well, that's 400 for me. You can split the other 100.
It only
Just-
counts as one.
I mean,
There's a
that's
reason
a
I
better idea than throwing
just throw
demons
fireballs
at
right
them
into
and
the
kill everything.
center mass. Easy.
I mean, I'll take 400. If you guys can handle the other 100, we're good.
I'd love to see that.
I would also love to see that.
There you go.
He just stares at Sato in kind of like stoic admiration. Like, yes, you get it.
I mean, it's all about the fucking goblin killing, right?
Right.
Daddy,
And
I look at Loki, I was like, see, he gets it.
Murder.
Talia's just gonna kind of throw her arms up and then dig in her pack and pull out her water flask and offer it to her new friend.
Oh.
Steve reaches out too for the water.
Oh,
No,
God.
Steve.
Nice.
No, bad Steve.
Steve,
bad.
take the water before.
No, he's just kind of like, oh, me too, kind of.
No, I very gently pop Steve on the hand like a naughty puppy.
That's great.
Steve like bares his teeth at her, like, like.
I stick
Make
my
him
tongue
hiss
out
at her.
at Steve. I've been surrounded by dead things my whole life. This does not bother me. I stick my tongue out at Steve like a sister, like a bratty child, and then hold the water out more firmly to my friend.
Aldinus kind of looks at you both back and forth. She takes the water, and she looks at you, Talia, and kind of takes a breath and takes a nice big old swig of it, and kind of looks at you and takes another big old swig of it, takes another, starts to drink a little bit more before she consumes maybe 3/4 of the water that you had in and kind of like wipes her mouth.
That's okay.
Gives it back to you. Kind of, you could tell she's actually a little bit nervous as she hands it back to you.
Everything okay?
Apologies, I'm quite thirsty. I didn't mean to not. I left you kind of a little there.
I'm just gonna kind of hold my hand out like as she's handing it back, and I'm gonna push it, like stop her and push it back towards her. It's all right if you finish it.
No, well, we're gonna need more for the journey through the cave here, I'm sure.
And I'm gonna kind of let me ask you a question, Reeks, DM question. With
Yes.
my being a water genasi, do
Uh-huh.
I have kind of an awareness of like water or moisture?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna
push it back towards her more firmly, and I'm just gonna kind of open my senses to if there's any water near me. Like, you know, I'm in
It's
a
all
dark
over the
cave.
cave
It's
walls.
everywhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah. It's
And I have a
abundant.
fire.
There is a brazier. Yeah, there's
Okay.
a brazier like right across from you. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my little like cooking pot thingy, and I'm just gonna try my best to summon moisture out of the environment towards the cooking pot and fill it up enough that I can get enough water to boil out some clean water. Can I do that?
I'm trying to think here. I'm pretty sure you have some kind of a cantrip.
I have
Don't you have create destroy water?
I don't want to do create destroy water. That's too much water for what I want.
Yeah, I got you. So
but
in that case,
I do have shape
sorry.
water, which allows me to move water,
it does.
which I can see, and that fits within a 5-foot cube. But
Yep.
I don't know
And I
how
think that
visual.
qualifies.
Like, I know there's water all around me, so could I then
Yeah.
theoretically condense that down into my cup? Like, if I take a
Yeah,
5-foot
so-
section and just shoop into my cup?
I think so. And how we'll play it is, all of the brazier's kind of like near the wall here, and it's shining up on the wall, and you can see the glistening moisture all along the rocks of the wall here, the cave. So it probably, we'll just say for the sake of it that's what you use that, and you've come to be able to use it over the years with your experience in such a way that you don't necessarily need to summon the entire torrent of water, right? Like, you've been pretty good at being able to manipulate it just enough. And you watch the pot kind of fill up, Talia, slowly, as it kind of reaches the brim.
Okay, I'm going to take my pot and I'm going to go hold it over the fire. So I can boil
Yeah,
the
you
water to
got
make
it.
sure that it boil out any imperfections to refill my canteen.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Talia. And you see the look on Aldinus's face as she seems surprised, but maybe to her, in a land that's kind of used to magics and such, it wouldn't be as much of a shock. But she is grateful and kind of throws you a smile, and it's kind of, you can tell that she doesn't feel quite as bad about kind of
Taking
a
all my
large
water?
majority of your water.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and she actually kind of looks at you and says, in that case, she kind of looks back down at the canteen.
Go ahead. I'm going to
At the flask.
nod at her. Go ahead, it's fine.
Yeah, she takes it, and she just finishes it, just straight down.
That's okay.
Every
I'm
last
refilling
drop. Yeah, and she hands it back to you. Thank you. I really needed that. You could tell she was quite exhausted from performing whatever ritual she had performed in order to kind of grant you all the magics that was required. Or rather, use the magics that were required to. Okay. Is there anything that you want to do down here, Talia, with the environment or with your party or anything like that?
They're on guard duty that way. I'm keeping an eye on our friend and kind of the entrance, like where we came in, just to make sure there's like nothing coming up behind us, since they're all facing the down, waiting for the inspection people to come back.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, perfect. Well, in that case, Sato, Loki, Artok, you're kind of sitting in the mouth of a tunnel here, of the chamber that kind of leads off into a much larger chamber. What would you guys like to do?
Kind of lean into both of them and say, like, do you think they're taking too long?
I don't hear anything, so I think they're still sneaking about.
I mean, they could be already dead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. They could be dead.
We would have
Freaking
heard.
rude.
I've been gone like 5 minutes.
And
I
all
mean,
the way all
even
together.
that-
Like this is
Even
happening
want to explore the range of
simultaneously to what they were
possibilities.
doing.
I don't know. They might be dead.
Someone just wants to throw a
There- I mean,
demon
there's
Swear
a
to God,
chance.
if you guys
Can-
blow this,
Can I hear them?
Yes.
I'm gonna look up at him and I'm gonna close my eyes and open and do sense good and evil, because it senses undead. and see if there's any dead things or undead things or anything that Sense Good and Evil would pick up.
Ooh,
Wouldn't
I love it.
pick up me?
Well, I mean, that
There's
is not
an-
already my party that I have already ruled out as safe.
There's an
Or actually,
undead
even if
right
it would,
next
even if
to
it
you,
would pick up
Talia.
them, because then I would know that she's alive. If I sense her,
Nice.
right?
Well,
Can
does
you,
does it pick up dead corpses or just undead animated?
No, it's
Can you link it once
yeah,
more?
hold on.
And this is the one that we augmented, Talia, I believe.
Yes, so that it goes through walls and shit.
Yes.
That's neat.
Oh God,
Because
where did
she
it
is
go?
who she is, right? She's kind of special in that way, so we kind of made it cool.
Oh shit. Give it back.
I could if
Just
I
wanna
remembered where it
double-check a couple.
was.
Because Sato and I were just talking about this the other day. Like D&D is very, very interesting in the fact that it's things are worded very particular for very particular reasons, you know.
I swear, I keep
Some
putting this in
lawyer
my.
jargon.
Yeah.
Is it in your features?
It's.
I
I
could probably
swear I
pull it
keep.
up.
Yeah, it's.
It's
Hold
it's a clear thing.
I can't
is it
spell
called?
apparently. Detect Good and Evil, and mine's a modified version of Detect Good and Evil.
It's either gonna be your spell list or your features.
Oh, it'd be in your well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, it's
if it's
showing
a
up
feature,
all
it wouldn't be
heavy.
there.
Hold on. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What do you mean no? What
Oh,
do
there
you
we
mean
go.
no results found, compendium?
I was
Are
like,
you
what?
attacked?
So it says aberration,
There
celestial,
we go.
elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, which
Yes.
is yours is probably longer.
Yes, it is.
So it's undead. I don't know if that would pick up like a totally just rotting.
It wouldn't, but
No,
it
it
would pick up tricks.
Yes. We
It
Oh,
would.
discovered
it would.
this
It would.
the funny way.
Yeah.
Wait,
It'd
hold
also
on.
pick up Loki. wouldn't
It would pick up Loki as
Oh,
well.
Loki.
Yes.
Yeah, but Loki's
Rick-
here with us.
Trix is a tiefling, but that doesn't mean she's a
That's a
fiend.
fiend.
Is it?
Uh huh.
Yes,
class
it counts
Talia.
as a fiend.
Talia,
Yes.
you are gonna have to follow me to the Whisper
Oh
Room, please.
no!
No.
And listen, before you do,
Uh-huh.
don't mute your stream.
Don't mute my stream. Okay.
Nope,
Okay.
don't mute it.
All right. To the
But-
Whisper Room.
Okay, be right back.
But then why whisper room?
She's like, why Whisper Room? She's too smart. Okay. So Talia,
Yes.
you see kind of all around you, there is a kind of a light blue aura, like in all of your vision. It's hard to distinguish. It's hard to make out, like clearly exactly where there may be like signs, but you can absolutely see radiating off of both Loki. Loki, in this case, close to you. You can see him almost as clear as you can underneath a daytime sky. His outline, kind of outlined in a pure blue, kind of brilliant light. You also see another outline right here. I'm gonna ping it for you on the map.
Uh huh.
You see it?
Yes, I do.
You see, it looks as though there are horns kind of pointed back very, very close to the head.
Okay.
There's almost like a long tail. You can see that where there would be a tail. The person, I should say, is crouched real low to the ground here and seems to be huddled behind something. It's hard to make out. You also, like I said, it's really hard to see too, Talia, because there's so much residual. I mean, I guess residual blue light, kind of surrounding you. It's hard to explain.
Like everywhere? Okay. Huh.
Like
That's-
in your vision, everywhere you look, you just see like there's a tint of blue light.
And it's all over everything. It's like all over the wall. Like, is it any sort of shape or is it just like blue light?
It just seems to be every direction that you look. It's just there's like a tint, almost like a filter that you're seeing of like a light blue filter. And as
Okay.
you look out, you do see the surrounding around Loki, and you do see it around with you what you're assuming
To be tricks. Gotcha.
to be probably to be Trix. Yeah. You
Okay.
do not see any other. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
I.
What else is new?
That's also true.
Wait, what was that? Huh? What'd you say?
Calling everybody out for their sassiness tonight.
Oh. So, Talia is gonna, like, freeze in place and, like, slowly put down her can and get, like, a really confused look on her face and then spin in a slow circle and her eyes are just going everywhere. Everywhere. With this, like, confused frown.
Did you drink the Duff Beer ride water?
And she does, like...
Do you smell toast?
She does, like, a complete 360 and then she looks really closely at Loki. And then she turns to the side and looks really closely somewhere in this area. Am I close, Reeks?
You are. You're close.
Okay, she looks really closely.
3 diagonal. Yeah,
In,
to the,
this way?
down.
There?
Right here. Yep.
There. She looks there. She looks really closely in that direction. Really focused and kind of nods. And then she looks back up and she says, well, Trix is alive. But she still looks really confused.
And you know this. How?
Well, I can see her. Sort of.
I just kind of look over at the wall and look back. Like,
Me
yeah.
too, and like really puzzled.
Who else do you see in this room?
No.
Oh, God.
Loki? And I point at Loki.
Who else is here with us right now?
Do the voices respond when you talk to them?
She's gonna look really curious for a second and kind of look around everywhere. She goes, no voices. And then she's gonna go back to her water.
Oh my god.
Kind of look at Sato Loki.
Amazing.
We should keep an eye on that. I just kind of.
I mean, they could be dead.
They're not dead. Trix is alive.
Love it. Okay. Okay. Sato, Loki, is there anything in particular, like, is there anything you guys want to do before I shift the game back over here?
No,
Equals an
it's
adventure,
good.
I swear to God.
Did we check this barrel and crate here?
Which one?
No, we didn't move forward.
You just want to kind of look at the area here? Is that
I
kind
just want to come up here and
you
check
can
this,
if you want to.
this barrel, crate, and sack up here.
Yeah, you got it, Sato.
This area without tripping anything, so we're safe at least up to here, right?
I'd be like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
dude, for sure. Yeah, roll me an investigation check, Sato. And yeah, just roll me an investigation check, please. Roll it with advantage.
Okay.
Ah, it's a
Thank
good thing too, huh?
Yeah, no. Although
Oh,
there's my rolls today.
no shit, man.
Get
You
them
rolled
all out of
Nice,
the way.
do not
garbage.
love you.
Roll
So-
20 versus me.
You find it just seems like this sack in front of you here, Sato, seems to be full of what seems to be like rotted peaches. In front of that is another sack that's just full of like maybe corn and just various vegetables. It's absolutely long gone by now. There's actually like kind of like a goo on the bottom of one of the far sack that's kind of like leaked out. You can see there's like a weird colored goo that's kind of it doesn't smell very good either from what you can tell. The crates themselves are sealed. They don't have any markings on them that you can see.
Is it just the one crate or several?
There are a couple, yeah, stacked up.
I'll start trying to pry them open.
You want to pry it open? Yeah, you have no
Yeah.
idea what's in it.
No,
But
but
you can
I'm
absolutely pry it open.
expecting more rotten food, so I'm not really fearful of it.
Yeah. So you gotta pry the brown one here open, Sato. I keep almost calling you D1 like so closely.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny.
mean, D1 would be grabbing those peaches.
I know he would be. You guys would be having a party. It's true.
Get millions of people.
It's hilarious. Are you using like your crowbar?
I'll be using. I'll
Using a
I'll
tool?
use my glaive, and I'll just try to wedge it into the opening and just use it as a pry bar.
Sure, fair enough. Roll a strength check or athletics, just for the fun. Just for the fun, yeah.
Oh, every time you say just for funsies.
I know every fucking time. Let's see what happens.
So athletics is a 7, strength is a 4. 18.
18. That's not bad. So yeah, you pop it off pretty easily. You kind of get the glaive in the corner there, and
Oh, I
you're
didn't
able to
roleplay
kind of
that
lift it.
out. As
Sorry?
I
Yeah,
try
go for
it,
it, please.
you see like my nose turns like a light pinkish color and almost appears to be wet. Little whiskers start to sprout around the side, and I get like a slight tan, fine hair on my forearms.
Ooh.
And chest.
Like a mountain lion.
Basically a mountain lion area.
Oh,
just for a
Yeah.
second. Just for a second, and then it fades away.
Ooh, that's cool. Like you're like invoking, like, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, because
So you do it.
anytime I use something that's part of my totem spirit, I get minor little details of the appearance of the animal just during that moment.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's super cool.
Now, when I rage, I get bear hair, but when I use athletics
Yes.
or stealth, I for a second get a little bit of a mountain lion appearance.
That is pretty badass, actually. Yeah. So you pry it open, D1. Or yeah, D1. See, I did it. I fucking did it. I knew I was gonna do it at least once tonight.
D1 Sado.
Damn it! I know. Okay. So Sado, you pry it open. There are melons in here with like they're kind of packed in straw. There's one that's almost completely liquefied at this point, and the smell that hits you is just absolutely horrendous. I need you to roll a con save for me, please, sir.
A con save for rotten melon smell.
Just for a second, just for fun. Yeah.
Right.
Just for fun.
Oh, this will be a 1 for sure.
I know, this is gonna be fun.
Guaranteed 1. Oh no.
Nice. Oh, 14 is not bad.
14.
So it kind of hits you, Sado, and you kind of like you just for a moment you kind of like you're a little just feel woozy for one moment, and then you kind of like you shake out of it.
I'm gonna look back at Artok and say,
no vomiting, no loud sounds.
Should we stuff any of these in the bag of holding? You never know when rotten fruit will come in handy.
I mean, unless we had it sealed, and we're making,
I mean,
mead or liquor with it, like, maybe, but I think at this point, that's unsalvageable.
Well, we can use it to throw at people that tell a bad joke.
So Azel?
That's right.
When has Azel ever
Throw it at the any tomatoes that we could throw at.
Yeah, rotten tomatoes would be better. I agree. Although, a rotten watermelon is kind of like level 10 rotten tomato, isn't it?
My goodness.
It's like a rotten tomato on 11.
I just kind of look at Loki. I'm like, I don't know. What do you think?
I was gonna like look over like I don't know.
Do you
Why are
think
y'all
we
asking
need
me?
rotten fruit? Maybe.
What can we use rotten fruit for?
I kind of whispered, like lean in close to him, like I really don't know how to like let him down gently.
Oh, all right. Well, we can leave it here for now. Well, we can come back for it if we really want it.
Would it be like fertilizer? I don't know.
Are you?
It actually could work.
Do we look like farmers?
Maybe we could sell it to a farmer, but that's a stretch.
Why? What farmer would want?
Don't tell him money. He's gonna want to keep it.
You know what? Do you think we could sell it
Why
to
am I
Toblin?
talking?
I kind of look at them both. You think Toblin would buy it?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, I'm gonna be silent for a bit and be like, maybe you can ferment into some kind of liquor.
I feel like we could sell it to Toblin.
We could cover ourselves in rotten watermelon guts and look like we're injured or undead.
Oh God.
I mean, we could also just like
Undead don't smell
take
like
some
rotten
stuff from
watermelon,
Steve
though.
too.
The what head?
So what do you want to?
All right, well, we'll do it for now. Is that the only crate? If there's another crate, I'll check another crate. But if
There's one directly below it, actually. If you want to pick it up, kind of set it to the side there. And
yeah,
you can see that the sides of this one here is kind of like it's thin enough here where it doesn't really require too much finagling to kind of get the lid off here, but you kind of get in here, you lift that lid off, and inside there's just tons and tons of seeds. It's kind of hard to make out exactly what they are. They're quite big.
I'll leave those two, I think, for
Maybe
now. Yeah.
crops of some kind, maybe corn, maybe, or not corn, wouldn't be corn, maybe maybe squash or some kind of, maybe, it's hard to say.
Okay.
But in this moment too, Artok,
Are they mega seeds from the mega tree?
The mega tree.
oh jeez.
As long as you don't ask me to stick them up my ass.
That's right. We're gonna need you to stick these way up inside.
But they raise your intelligence up by 3 points, Morty. Come on.
Oh, that'd be a good item for my campaign.
Do it.
Mega seeds.
Artok,
yes.
roll an insight check for me.
Insight check.
Insight, yeah.
Forget, what does insight do?
It's an intelligence check.
Right, but like, what's it denote? It's wisdom, but like.
So, yeah. So it's supposed to see if basically if somebody's being real with you.
7.
For the lack of a better way to put it. But we're using it in a different way. Artok, you feel a burning sensation, one that you haven't felt in quite some time, as a matter of fact. It's kind of centered around
For that. Sorry.
It's so funny.
God.
It's centered around like your heart area. You know that it's not health related. At least you don't believe it is. There is an irritation there, just on the skin. And it's getting really, really hard to not address it, standing here in front of Loki and Sato.
It's gonna try and like low key like start scratching, like without looking too conspicuous, just like really scratching at my like pectoral area.
Yeah.
Where it's burning.
Yeah.
See if that fixes it.
Yeah, you got it. I don't know. It's just like a, an irritation. Just enough to be in the back of your mind. You've noticed since you kind of came into the second part of the cave here, this giant chamber. You've kind of noticed that it's just been bothering you.
Okay.
That's it. All right. Does anybody? We're gonna go ahead and move to the. Sorry, Loki.
No, so that's interesting.
Yeah, you see him.
Forgot my
Loki,
fabric
you definitely
softener.
see him. That's hilarious. You see him kind of
So what
addressing
is he
it.
doing?
Loki.
Just like scratching himself, like.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. Go ahead and you can describe.
Yeah, just it feels pretty itchy, just in like my chest and bit area, just really kind of like growing at it without trying to rip my robe with my claws.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna see him
Yeah.
scratching, but not really pay much mind to it. But I'm gonna pay attention. If he scratches again, I'll be like, okay.
He's got scale
Yeah.
psoriasis.
Right.
Nice. All right, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and move back up here. Lyric, you're
Yes.
currently standing on a barrel here,
Yes.
Lyric.
Yes, I am.
And I would like to
Oh, no.
roll me a perception
I am
check, would you, please?
light. I am vengeance. I am Batman. Okay. Perception.
Yes. That's
21.
really good. Nice,
Double
nice.
16. I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
Batman.
So, Lyric, you kind of look out over the chasm here just for a moment,
Mhm.
because there's a light that you see just for a moment, and off to your north, you
Yes.
see what seems to be a wolf of some sort. It seems to be walking in a kind of a northeastern way, and there seems to be a goblin behind it. You see as it moves
Puppy
in
needs
your line
freed.
of sight.
Hey, oh, shit, he's way over there. Never mind. This
I
bitch
could-
said there was only wolves up there, but there's obviously goblins up there as well.
Hello, Fluffy. Sorry, I'm being loved on by a cat. Which is
There's
probably for the
apparently-
best because I'm not supposed to know this shit yet.
There's apparently cats over there too.
Shut the fuck up.
Loving ones.
All right. Is there anything you want to do, Lyric? It's just information, really, but you know.
You could probably
You're
try to
kind of
get my
here,
attention.
so-
I'm very perceptive.
I'm just gonna lean and kind of put my foot on the next barrel and just
Oh,
look a
God.
little easier.
Yeah.
In before
Wow,
she
you have
falls
a
in the
good line
chasm,
of sight
never to
here,
be
Lyric.
seen again.
I do.
You see a lot here, Lyric, actually, as you kind of get a really good look with your like squinty eyes.
What do your changeling eyes see? Nothing, because
Pretty
I
much.
don't have dark vision and I have goggles.
Yep, it's true. But you see a lot. You also see that there seems to be a fire lit up kind of in the northern cave.
Fire.
Well, there are several chambers. If we lit off the... Never mind.
Interesting. Yes, yes. I see many things.
I'm trying not to metagame, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna hold this information for myself, and I'm just gonna kind of turn back around to the inside of the cave we're in, and I'm just gonna kind of, cause I'm looking through a crack in the wall, right?
That's right. Yeah, through like a.
Is it
it's just
just
like
the one? Is it just the one goblin and the one wolf I see in there?
That seems to be all that you see at the moment. Yeah, seems to be like a patrol of some sort.
And you said that. How close to me is he?
Not more than 10 feet. But the wall is very narrow here. So to describe it for you, the cave kind of, the ceiling and the walls kind of meet. I would say probably.
Are we talking like 2 feet?
A foot and a half.
Foot and a half.
Maybe a little bit thinner. Yeah.
Foot and a half.
Probably a foot and a half
works.
at the widest.
And you said it's a little bit of a drop down there, right?
Yeah, the chasm is
Like, how
as you look
far
down, Lyric.
of a drop to that goblin from where I'm standing?
So it's probably, if you were to jump, it's
no.
probably a good 3 feet. If you were to fall in the chasm, it's hard to say how deep the chasm goes.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is you want to split the party 3 ways.
So if I were,
You're kind
I'm
of
gonna
lifted
glance,
up, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna glance over my shoulder. I'm just a black blob to them, right? Okay, cool. So if I were
Yeah,
to
they
change,
don't see
say if I were to change into a fox and leap in there, and
Yeah.
bam, bomb, and just like whack a wolf and a
Oh,
goblin.
You totally could if you choose to. Yeah,
Okay. So that's a thing I can
that's
do.
your choice. That is a thing you can do.
All that work
And
I
this is a
did to keep
patrol,
the rest
correct?
of the party from running off after them.
you have no way to communicate with the rest of the group that this is
So,
what you're
and
doing.
I need to. So.
Hey, man,
essentially,
she's making
I need
a
to make
decision here.
Sure. Essentially, I need to make sure that this goblin goes down really quickly, right?
Goodbye,
if this
Lyric.
your
It was
plan-
nice knowing you.
If this is your plan, Lyric,
Uh-huh.
so you assume that these goblins are just normal goblins, like you would imagine, right? Just normal everyday goblins. Maybe even
Yeah.
based on the ones that you saw out front and that you beat out front.
Mhm.
But you don't know. It's hard to be sure. It's hard to be sure what these goblins might have found. It's possible that a few of them might have found something magical, and it's hard to say.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a quick look here. And this is definitely.
It's also hard to say
right?
how many. So you only see, and you only see. I should add this too, because if I don't, that would be bad. You only see in this tiny little sliver a wolf and a goblin, but you do not see any other land here. Meaning there could be 24 goblins that you don't see. You don't know.
I still have. Okay. That's definitely a scouting party. Freaks.
Yeah.
When I acquired that special stuff from my dude in the woods, how many doses
Yes.
did he give me?
I'm trying to remember. I think he gave you.
I think he gave me 2 vials of each, but I can't remember how many doses is in each vial.
So he
Because
only gave you
I have the regular and I have the antidote.
pure.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. But he only gave you antidote for. He didn't give you enough antidote for all of the doses.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm confused.
I'm trying to remember. I don't have the exact number written down. I think you wrote it on your sheet. It should be on your sheet.
Well, I wrote on my sheet, but I didn't write how many doses.
Hang on one second,
I
guys.
have.
Can you guys hear me? I just got to reload
It says
Discord quick.
Yeah,
it
we
says
hear you.
2
Yeah,
of
you got
each.
it, Theta.
It says 2 the poison and 2 the antidote, but I
Oh,
know that that's not right. I want to say it's
Yeah, I
10
don't
and
think that's
5.
right.
They don't have to
I
reload
thought
Discord.
it was 10
I think
and
it
5.
was.
I think it was 10 doses and 10 and 5 saves, if I remember right.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say that for now. That's fine. I don't.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
I'd have to
Yeah.
re-back and go watch, and it was so long ago. Okay.
I have my notes
I'm gonna take.
somewhere, but I don't. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a dart and load it up with the choker.
We're gonna say 7 and 5 because I think that's what it
7
was.
and 5. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 7 and 5.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take up. I'm gonna take up a. I'm gonna take a, or it may have been 7 and 3 because I remember it was like significantly less cures.
It
than
could have been 7 and
attacks.
3. Actually,
okay, so
yeah.
it might have been
yeah.
10 total. 7 and 3. That makes sense. Okay.
I
So
think that's what
I'm
it was,
going
yeah,
to
James.
take
Yeah,
a dart and load it up with the choker. Because, you know,
Okay.
I've been dying to see what this shit does. And I'm gonna like, and instead of a
Are you
vial
going to-
dart that holds
Yeah.
it, I'm just gonna do a straight dip. I'm not gonna waste a vial dart because I'm using it right now. I'm not worried
you're
about
gonna
it
dip-
wearing off.
You're gonna dip it in. You're gonna dip.
I'm gonna
the
put
dart?
just a couple of drops, just one dose on one dart.
Okay. We could do that.
And I'm gonna flick a dart right at the back of this goblin. Like right back of the neck. Like right up on his shoulder. You know what I mean?
Okay. All
And
right.
that is a
so
roll.
you're gonna shoot through. Hold on,
The
real
crack.
quick. You're gonna shoot
The-
through the crack. Yep, as lyric.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna change first or anything. Or I mean, you're not
No.
gonna change and get over there. You're gonna shoot through the crack.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hit the goblin. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, just roll to hit.
Okay. Do you want me to use the acid dice one since it has a, or do you want me just to do a regular dart? Because I think the acid dart has the
Whatever-
chance for poisoning on it.
Whatever darts you would like to use.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use the regular dart, but it's got the whatcha-hoochit. Well, I meant which one you want me to roll
Okay.
the attack for.
Oh, probably
Okay.
your regular. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
22 to
that's a
hit.
22. 22 most certainly hits.
Okay.
And as the dart kind of pierces through the goblin's neck, the goblin kind of drops to a knee, and kind of like makes a sound.
Oh.
The wolf
Oh.
stops dead in its tracks. As the kind of goblin begins to kind of gargle, make a very horrible, terrible
Shit.
sound as you kind of penetrate through its windpipe, and kind of like it falls to the ground, kind of bleeding, as you see, or rather you hear, Lyric, the sounds of footsteps approaching, from the same corridor here.
Uh-huh.
As what seems to be a group of 3 goblins get close. They turn over the goblin that is that is gargling,
Uh huh. I want to see
and
what he
they
looks
notice that there is a dart stuck out of the back of the
Oops.
neck, and as the goblin kind of like turns over and they get a good look at the goblin's eyes are wide open, absolutely like from eyelid the socket is just absolutely completely open, eyes bulging out as if the goblin saw the most terrifying thing it ever saw in its entire life. And the blood that seems to be coming out the sides here of the mouth and the nose of the goblin, and the eye and the bloodshot eyes, you can see it starts to seize.
Well, that's
this
one hell of
shit
a
is
way
awesome.
to go. What the fuck?
This stuff is called the
I'm
choker.
trying to
I
find-
specifically asked for face melter when I asked for this shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
As soon as that happens, you could see like the capillaries in the cheeks begin to kind of pop, and you see like blood and pus begin to rise to the surface of the skin. The goblin itself begins to ooze kind of like a yellow green fluid. As it stands there, it begins to bloat and puff out like a balloon. Wow.
I've got
Okay.
my hands cupped over my mouth as I'm watching this so that I do not like
Yeah.
cackle with glee.
It's amazing. And as it happens, Lyric, the goblin itself bloats to an incredible proportion as the other three goblins around it kind of are kind of like shaking their head, like getting close to it and looking around at it and kind of observing. And
Thank
as soon
you,
as it
Lyric.
happens, there's a loud pop, and the goblin explodes, and the other three goblins are covered in a
Oh
kind
my
of green
God. What?
slime that's kind of now seems to be, you can
So much
smell
for
it in the air. It
diplomacy.
seems to be sizzling, and you can hear the goblin start screaming as the
Are
acid
we hearing this
starts
down
to
the hall?
eat through. I would say roll a perception check for me,
What
as the goblins begin to like sizzle, their arms begin to sizzle in their heads. You see the one in front of you, Lyric, drop to a knee and start holding onto its eye as its face begins to burn.
Lyric is like tightly grasping her hands over her mouth so she does not cackle with glee, but is shaking because she is laughing silently. Like,
Okay,
best
can
thing ever!
can Azel and Trix start hearing the screaming?
I would say everybody
I'm-
roll a perception check for me. Yeah.
I mean, they're
everyone,
like
yeah.
15 feet away from this crack, man.
There's
Yeah, oh,
blood
yeah,
curdling
yeah.
screams.
I'm going to
though, come
account for
on.
that. We're going to account for that for the distance.
You want us,
Do I
even
have to
us at
roll?
the back to do it?
Yeah,
He said
all you
everyone,
guys,
the
yep.
whole.
I'm
But that means
assuming I
all of his
noticed
MPs.
this,
Oh
and I'm
god.
so
Oh,
Me and Sato hear nothing.
I definitely heard it.
Bro. Oh.
If it makes you feel any better, Sato, I rolled a 2.
Look at
Gonna
Lyric.
come back today, guys.
Mm-hmm. Good lord.
I
Gotta
rolled a
train your
2,
dice better.
Sato, it's fine.
Hazel.
There you go.
I natural
That would
20
make
that
sense
shit.
with Hazel right beside you. Yeah, that makes total sense too.
I rolled
All
better
right.
than he did. I just didn't crit.
So Sato, as you stand here, you kind of hear like for a moment, you think you know what? Your stomach is kind of ground, man. Like it's been a long time since you had some substantial food, and you just keep hearing like this, and you're like, you're pretty sure it's your stomach because it's kind of gassy a little bit. You know, it's been a second, and with all this fruit around here and that smells, you're kind of like, you could really use a real.
I'm gonna
say.
pick through the barrel of peaches looking for a good one.
Roll a
Oh
perception
my
check.
God.
Good fucking
Roll an
luck with that.
investigation.
Investigation.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
wanna see
Investigation. Yeah. just for
Oh.
fun. I don't know.
Oh, why isn't that working? There we go.
12. So about halfway down, Sato, you find one that has just a little less smell.
A little
the
less smell.
Nice. I gotta look at it and then I'm not gonna eat it.
Ah, I was so hoping you would.
That's amazing.
Oh, I had to think
okay,
about it
so,
for a second or so.
yeah,
Just
that's
do
great.
aspect
So
of the
Loki
bear,
and
they
Lyric,
eat
I
everything.
mean, Loki and Talia. I love how these roles turned out because this makes total sense. Loki and Talia.
Yes.
You kind of, you're standing in the back here. Loki, Sato's stomach is growling. You hear it. It's rumbling. You hear a from your position over here. It's very evident
He's hungry.
from everything here. Yeah, and Talia, you hear it too. Even from all the way back there, you hear like a very very low rumble. Artok,
Do I recognize
from
it
your
as
position,
Sato's stomach?
no, you don't.
Okay.
You just recognize it as some kind of a weird, like a gurgly, rumbly sound. Artok, you're kind of in a weird position here. You hear what seems to be the echo of possibly. It seems like maybe somebody might be slaughtering like a wild animal or something somewhere in the cave, deep in the cave or something. It's hard to say. Yeah.
You would recognize as a wild animal.
Yeah.
Our
So
talk would be so
it's hard
proud
to
of
say,
And-
but as you stand here, as you stand here,
I'll wait to tell him.
we're gonna go back over here to Trix and Hazel. Trix, you definitely hear the sound of something's choking, and you hear it's really close, almost like it's in the chamber next to you, but it's kind of muffled in a way where the sound is kind of reverberating through a very thin part of the cave. You hear a lot of
I'm gonna
high-pitched
look
sounds.
over at Lyric with this face of the fuck did I bring these people with me for?
Assuming
then
it was
I-
the same
Hazel-
thing.
I'm
Yeah.
not looking
Hazel,
at you.
you-
I'm still.
yeah, well, you
I'm
got the nat
still,
20,
I'm still. I'm still looking through the crack. I've got my back to you guys.
And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak my way back over to our friend on the other side of the cliff and see if he has noticed this shit.
Yeah. So
Right there.
The first thing I'm gonna
hold
do
on,
is...
hold on,
Okay.
real quick, Trix.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me get through this part first, Trix, before we do that. So move your guy back. Let me go to Hazel here. Hazel, you are standing right next to where Lyric is, and you absolutely hear everything. You hear everything as clear as you can hear it. Your orc ears are finely tuned in that direction. And on top of that, furthermore, you are very akin to the sounds of these sounds, and we won't go any deeper into why. You know what these sounds are. It sounds to you like some kind of a poisoning or something is happening.
Gotcha.
Yep. And there seems to be a group of goblins, more than 4, that seem to be conversating in a strange language. We'll say that too. I'm going to give you a little bit more because you were
Through this little pinhole thing that
yeah,
Jay is looking through.
yes.
Okay.
Magical ears.
Can I see? So from where I'm standing, I see about 3 goblins and potentially a bugbear over here, right?
I don't know. Do you?
That's what I'm seeing from where I'm standing.
Yeah, you see. I can see what you're seeing. You see a light. There seems to be a fire of some sort blazing over against the wall. You can see the light kind of in this direction. You can see it's very, very bright. There is absolutely a very large furry mass in the corner here, along with, you're counting probably, from what you can tell from this direction.
1, 2, 3. I can see
4.
that one. Yeah, I can see that one right there,
Yeah.
but just barely.
You can see at least 4 goblins, but you also see that there is a very large rock, or boulder rather, or part of the cave that kind of separates this part of the cave in a way, and so it's hard to see if there are any more behind that section.
Right. Well, what I'm gonna do, I kind of see Trix looking around, noticing it as well. I'm going to look over there and just see if they have also noticed the screaming, because it was pretty loud from what I was hearing.
You're gonna look where?
I was gonna look over here, see if they noticed the screaming as well.
Oh, you want to just observe. I would say from your position, like you can see the light and stuff, and you can see there are goblins there. But in order to really see if they are reacting from your current position, it would be difficult. But if you want to move closer, but before you do that, we're gonna let you and Trix kind of do your thing together. But because she wants to do something too, because I think she has the same idea. She wants to look and make sure that these guys didn't hear it. So
I mean, I'll get
I'm
closer
mostly
if I roll
concerned
high
about the dude who's just right to the south of us. That's my first
Yeah.
concern.
Yeah.
And me noticing
For
what
sure.
Trix is doing, I would go and check the other side, so.
Yeah, I would say both of you, the two of you, roll a stealth check for me.
Please roll high.
Oh.
Nope. I have a +8, so.
So let me just real quick. Let me just double check because I don't. Passive perception. You lucky man. All right. So, Trix, as you walk by the bottom of the like you can see the platform is quite high here. Where would you like to put your character? Where would you like to kind of
Hold
stop?
on, the map keeps. I move my character and the
observe.
map goes away for a brief second before reloading.
So you cannot move there.
I want to be
Unless
on this
you-
edge so that I can look down at the goblin below me.
Well, you can't. You actually can't move on that square unless you climb those crates.
I would like to go around the crates.
It's too big.
Well, the same path I took out there last time.
So you want to kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. So you want to kind of sneak beside them like you did before. My bad.
Yes.
My bad. Like there.
Yes.
Yeah. Tricks. Roll a perception check. Once more. All these perception checks.
Nope.
It's hard to see from the position here. You're pretty low. The goblin seems to be looking in that direction, but
In
it's hard
Lyric's
to see
direction?
if it's in Lyric's direction.
Shit. Oh
Artok.
no.
Yes.
Artok?
You notice there's a strange sound that you begin to start to hear. It's faint at first, then you hear wow, then you hear wow wow, and you hear another one
Aliens.
wow.
Are we about to
You
have a
don't
close
joke,
encounter?
there
Is
are
it-
actually aliens in D&D.
There
Is
are.
it
It's a
is it
magical
a sound?
It's a
that- Go ahead.
It's a
sorry.
magical sound. Yeah.
Like magical, as in like, wow, that's an awesome sound, or like arcane.
It sounds almost like maybe like an alarm, possibly.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, what did
no.
we do?
Oh,
I don't know what you
I-
did.
I just-
What I did was have the time of my life.
I like
I'm never taking her stealthing again.
I whip
Me
my
neither.
head around to Talia and look at Sato and Loki and Talia and just say like something just tripped my alarm
Oh,
Oh,
at the
no.
entrance.
oh, shit.
That's at the opening of the cave, correct?
Yes.
Wait, there was
something
specifically-
just walked through it.
There were, what, 3 or 4 alarms, so that's 3 or 4 people that walked through it? Sorry, I'm metagaming like fuck right now, but...
Yeah,
Artok, you
What is
hear
that voice? Like, who-
wow, wow, wow.
does it feel like
Three
with
more.
how I set it up that each one was someone stepping, like an individual stepping
Yes.
through, or just like anytime it
Yes.
goes over?
So he's counting.
Yeah,
down
it seemed like somebody was passing through the field. Every time that you heard that sound, somebody was passing through. Is what you're getting the impression.
So it was what, 6, 7?
7, yeah,
7.
so far.
I just kind of look at all of them and say, right now it's at 7. That just went through. I think we have a scouting party coming back.
Oh.
Talia.
Well, what
Talia
we could do is
stomped
get
out
the
the
drop
brazier.
on them You want to stomp out the
I
light?
do. I stomp out the light source.
I look at her like, I can't see in the dark. Can you?
Yes.
Are you gonna stomp it out?
Yeah,
They
I
can
do.
see in the dark. Let's not because.
Oh,
I
okay.
need-
All right,
let's,
fine.
Let's at least have
Are you not? Are you not?
even playing field.
Talia, your water is boiling.
Okay. I pull my water off of the brazier and set it down to the side to
boiling
cool.
water you can throw on something.
Well, it would be hot for a while, so.
We
So-
can take all these barrels and crates and stack them in front of this opening at the top of the passageway.
Ooh,
here.
that's
I'm
clever.
fine with that.
We could get the drop
That's
on
smart.
them from the bridge too.
We could.
I'm also fine with that.
Although, are they coming up here, or do you think they're just going to stay in that lower section?
Who knows? I mean, it all kind of connects, right? I mean, they have to go over the bridge to get up here unless they want to climb up that little.
Well, we definitely
Cliffs.
want to set up an ambush. What if we
That's what I'm. Yeah, let's
Well,
do the demon
Artok,
bomb
say
on
no.
them.
range all the corners on the
Wait.
southern side here?
Artoxado, why don't you two go backtrack, set up an ambush for them over the bridge. Me and Loki will stay here and keep an eye out for our wayward friends. We need to make sure we have the talking stones.
That's
Hey,
fine.
question. Did the talking stones,
Yeah.
they talk only to the person holding them, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The three people.
Person has to share it.
They hear it in their head.
Okay,
Yep,
so
so
I'm...
you ask a question, and then the other two people hear it, and they can respond.
Do we have
Oh,
to
the
ask
other
a
two
question, or
people.
can we just say something?
You can say something, but that person to tell the rest of the group they have to share it. Because it's only in their head. They're the only
Right, I
person
know.
who can comprehend it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell Artok, let us know if... Yeah, and I'm gonna gesture toward the door.
What? Kind of look at.
Let us know if they're getting closer, I think is what she was
So
trying
I
to
got
say there.
another idea.
Just let us know. That's
well, we
all.
have to
That's
make a
the end of my
decision. I mean,
sentence.
they're already through. They're coming.
So the door is right here. If we took all these barrels and packed them up in a big line right here, and then we all hung out in this quadrant here, when they came in, they'd probably go in and up, so that's the only way to go, and we would be able to fully attack them from behind.
What quadrant?
So you see where I drew that gray line?
Yes.
Yes.
If we took all these barrels and all these crates and lined them up and made a wall right across that line there, and then we all sort of, can you see where I'm bigging?
Yeah.
We all stood down here. The goblins, I'll erase these after, would come in the door and go up this way.
Except
And, and we would be able to
if we do
ransack
that...
them from behind, right?
Okay, but if we do that and our friends start making their way back as the goblins come in, they're going to get
Maybe-
ambushed by the party. And
Yeah,
I know
things are-
we'll also be ambushing, but it maybe puts them in the line of fire.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
they
use
would
the
be
conference zone to
crushed
give them a
too.
heads up that there could be goblins coming this way to double check with us before they come back.
If we're gonna put the barrels up, I say we put it over the
Lock the
entrance,
door?
and then just kind of make a, kill box. Like right here, we just block it off, and I mean, Dave's still back there.
And
He
if
can at least slow him down.
if there's civilians inside this group that's coming in, we can't just kill them all without knowing.
I was about to say, they brought in the girl last time.
I
might
What if
be
they have
thinking
more
it's
no
her
idea.
father or uncle or whatever. And we summoned horde of demons on it.
Well,
I mean, we could buy all
every
of them
plan
on the
has
door, too.
risks. I'd prefer the risks not be to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Or we could go down and take a look too.
Yeah, I mean, we
We are
can see
not
that.
very stealthy.
Even if they go into that lower area, we can see them from the top. 'Cause
Okay,
it's like
so
it's a
you and
second
you,
floor.
I point at Artok and Sado, go that way and check it out. Loki and I will stay here and keep an eye out for our friends. If they're coming our way, let us know. And leave me Steve.
I'm going to send a message to Artok. Well, I'm standing right next to him. I know. Haha. Just be like, as you're going, keep in touch. Let me know so I can relay what's going on.
Just kind of look at him, like, it's very rude to do that in front of other people, right?
I was gonna shrug like.
Meh. Those people talking other languages, you send me messages when it's right there. You guys have no sense of decorum. No, just like a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. But I look at him and say, yes, I will let you know.
I'm
But
gonna snap
stick
back
close to
that.
Talia because it's easier for me to tell everybody with the
I'm gonna
conference
snap
tone.
back to that comment and be like, yeah, that's a lot coming from a wannabe necromancer.
Wannabe?
Yeah.
No, I think you already.
I point at
that.
Steve. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's a wannabe necromancer.
You two, go! People coming. Steve, help
Yes,
me
you're
move
right.
barrels.
Is that a good plan for everybody? We'll go check it out.
And
I'm gonna have
Slow 'em down.
Steve
Yeah,
go
they-
ahead and set up the barrels like Sato was talking about, so that if we do want to try to ambush them, the barrels are in place. That way, if y'all decide not to take them out on the bridge and we take them out up here instead, this is a plan B is already in place. Does
So
that
you
make
guys
sense?
have a place to hide.
Yeah, and it gives us a place to hide too. So I'm gonna have Steve help me move barrels. I'm gonna leave Loki on guard while I help Steve move barrels. That's my part of the plan.
the
Okay, I'm
sass
gonna move a
between
little
Loki
further
and
up and kind of position
Artok is
myself
real.
between this barrel and this rock right here.
All right, give me 1 second here. I just did some stuff here. Let me see if I can just do it quick. This.
That way I can see stuff coming from there.
Kind of look at Sato. I'm like, you can see in the dark, right?
Yeah, I can see fine.
All right. I can't see my hand in front of my face, so maybe you should take point and
Yeah,
point
and
me
there
where
was,
they are, and I'll throw fire.
Well, there
at 'em.
was torches and stuff down in the bottom cave, was there not?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh
I-
no, Steve has one. Steve has a.
Oh,
torch.
Steve has the torch.
Don't take a
we
torch
probably
with
won't
you.
Bring a torch with us, no.
Yeah.
So you guys tell me where you want me to move the barrels. I was gonna just give you control, but it won't let me just.
I think
do it.
Sato, had them moved
Yeah,
across,
just do 'em,
right here.
Across here. You can just like pretend. You don't have to move them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna go like right
Sort
there.
of in between those two lines would be
Yeah.
perfect. And sort of lined up and then stacked on top of each other.
Because then we can hide behind them that way.
Do you need to be in my lap?
And I guess like everybody's getting behind them.
Yes.
Whoa! What the hell happened to him?
Oh, I deleted the line. Do you want me to put it back?
Oh, that was the. I was like, where are the barrels?
The barrels are still there. I deleted a.
I deleted the barrels.
Oh, did it delete the barrels?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
maybe
so.
because he gave us control. I think it's because you gave us control.
Yeah,
So when I tried
that's
to
why,
when I selected to delete my line, it deleted your barrels too.
So let me just see. Oh, here I could do this. Save. Now I can go copy. This is a nice little trick. So you should be able to move all these barrels now. Bam, bam, bam. Here, I'll just give you a bunch.
Oh
So you can
boy,
play.
just what I always wanted, barrels.
There you go, barrels. Let's move some barrels around. What'd you do? What'd you do in D&D last night? We'll move some
A
barrels.
lot of barrels.
It's a lot of barrels, but I figured I'd have fun with it. And as you're doing this, Trix, Lyric, and Azel.
Yeah.
You have the floor. Actually, sorry, Trix. My apologies, Trix. You are up, and you kind of are in this weird position where you're kind of right underneath a goblin that seems to be looking in Lyric's direction. Is there anything that you want to do?
Hold on, I'm under him?
Yeah, you're kind of.
I thought he was under me.
No.
Okay.
No, he's lifted up on a platform about 9 feet above you.
Oh yeah, I was actually confused about that as well. I thought we were on the raised part and he was lower than us.
That's hilarious. No, it's supposed to be lifted up.
Well, I didn't try to do an Assassin's Creed
It's
Imperial
perspective.
assault.
It's just perspective, I think.
No, just the way you explained it, I think, is what confused us. Because that's
Oh,
what.
did I explain it wrong? Yeah, he's
That's-
lifted. He's up. He's higher than you. He's up higher
Okay.
than you.
All right.
Okay. Then
Yes,
I'm
it is
going
very low.
extra stealthy and go back over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to point at Diesel and point at Lyric and make a motion of grabbing and yanking down.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah.
You
I am
you want me to?
faced
You want,
backwards.
Not literally.
Lyric,
You
are
want
you
me to-
facing her direction?
No, I'm looking down the crack because you know the screaming
Yeah, she doesn't
goblins
see
that you
you,
guys have
Trix.
forgotten about.
Okay,
I'll
so
make a grabbing motion and then point at the ground.
so interpreting that,
Oh god. I'm never
What I'm
taking
going to
these
do-
people stealthing
I
with
feel
me
like
ever
she
again.
couldn't hear me at all. As in, I've got my back completely turned to y'all. And do y'all not hear the screaming goblins?
No, we're very aware of the screaming
we are
goblin.
very
do.
aware
Oh,
of
yeah.
screaming
Oh, okay.
goblins. We are very aware that you probably had something to do with that. So,
Just
Honestly,
maybe. Just maybe.
that's fair. That is so
Hazel, do you
fair.
have any kind of an expression on your face after I do that?
it literally is just the like. So you're going
Sorry.
Yes.
you're going to point at me and point at her and grab,
And then
so
point at the ground.
my reaction is literally just going to be a shrug and all right, and then I'll just go ahead
Okay,
and grab
hand on shoulder and then just a stop.
her.
I'm going to find a small pebble, grab it, and just yeet it at the back of Lyric's head.
Okay, if you wanted me to get her attention, I would have done that.
I'm
I'm
gonna,
pretty
I'm gonna,
close.
I'm gonna say it hits me, and I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it hits you. You can
since,
feel it. Yeah.
since it startled me, my hands are gonna come off my face, and I'm just gonna go.
Oh, you piece of
Nice.
shit.
Really
Nice.
wide-eyed with
Let
my hands
me-
clasped back over the top of my mouth again, like, oh shit.
I'm just going.
Absolute glee, you guys.
Okay.
Absolute
Lyric,
glee.
roll.
That poison
Lyric,
could not have worked
Lyric.
better.
Lyric, roll a d20 for me.
Bye, Lyric. I'm gonna
If
have
I-
cut ties that leave you behind.
If I heard that, I want to do something.
Hold on, first we have to figure out what happens.
15. Oh no.
There was no notice by the goblins.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Oh. If there had been, I wanted to do something.
It was close.
You were gonna toss me in there with the goblins.
No,
And
I
I'm
was
just gonna I'm gonna take a couple of deep breaths through my nose, still clasping my mouth,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna move my hands and I'm just gonna like wave at them like hi.
I'm just
Oh,
going to stand
shit.
there for
And
a
then
brief
I'm gonna
second.
I'm gonna make a motion like into the hole, like you wanna see?
I'm just
If
going
you-
to stand there for a brief second, pinching the bridge of my nose, arms crossed, take a deep sigh, look up at her, and just come here, finger.
Oh, I have a thing. Riggs, do I have a piece
I'm
of
gonna climb
parchment
off
on me?
the crate
Yes.
towards you, but I'm still gonna
Okay.
be like
I think
Can
you
I
did.
I'm not-
write something down on that piece of parchment?
I'm
If
going
they can
to
read it?
It's
step
dark.
off the barrel without putting my hands out, like just like gracefully monk style, just
Y'all
step
both have
straight
dark
down off
vision.
the barrel.
I would write in
Like I'm
big,
not
bold
stepping
letters.
down 4 feet in the air, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna point as I'm walking towards her back to the chasm. Like, are you sure you don't want to look? But I'm not gonna say anything out loud. Like,
That's fucking
Sure.
hilarious.
I can write in big
Hazel.
bold letters. I want to say something to both of them.
Look in your pack. Do you have parchment?
That's a very good
Because you.
question.
So let's think about this, right? And this is not me trying to like be a jerk. Like I swear I'm not trying to be a jerk. But you would have to like get your pack down, right, off of your shoulders or wherever you have it. Go
Wait,
through
can
it,
I minor illusion?
all while being stealthy. Yeah, you could do whatever
Yeah.
you want. I mean, but you
Minor
know what I'm
illusion
saying? Like you have to go through
yeah.
your pack, get your like have enough light to look through, get your parchment out, get your ink out, dip your feather, your quill in your ink, right? Like it would be a process if you want to do it, if you have it, but you could do it.
Okay, the image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. So my question is, can I create enough of a script in the air in common to say, I can read your lips? In minor illusion. I
mean,
can
you
read
could
lips.
probably do it.
Can
You
you
could
link it to me
probably-
one more time?
Minor illusion?
You could probably do
Yeah.
it enough for Trix to understand you in common, but
Sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Yes, you can.
Okay. Literally, it would just be like within the 5-foot cube. I read lips. You can mouth shit to me, and I can read it. All right, I can understand what you're saying.
Lyric reads the word lips and starts feeling at her lips, like, is
Well,
there
no.
something wrong?
All I would say is I read lips. That's all I would say.
My lips?
That's amazing.
What's wrong with my
That's
lips?
amazing.
I'm just gonna give him a deadpan look, and then mouth, "Why the fuck didn't you say that before we got to the stealthy area?"
What's wrong
I'm
with
just
my
gonna
lips?
shrug. He can't
What's
read
wrong
lips,
with
but
my
I
lips?
can.
What's wrong
I'm
with my
going to
lips?
motion smacking up upside the back of the head, but not actually, but just like an
As
in the air thing.
Since I've been approaching them this entire time, I'm gonna tap. When I get there, I'm gonna tap on Trix's shoulder and point to my lip. Like, is there something on my face?
I am
Does
going
she
to take
actually
a
mouth that?
very, very deep
Yeah.
breath to control my frustration at this small, tiny person that I'm reminding myself I'm kind of fond of.
If
This
she
is awesome.
mouths, is there something on my face? I would just look at her and probably say no, or shake my head no.
What about
The
my
whole
lips?
time you guys are having a conversation, like, well, a pseudo conversation you hear in the background.
Oh my god.
Goblin in the background.
Every time it gets particularly gruesome,
Jesus
a
H.
giant
Christ.
shit-eating grin spreads across Lyric's face, and white teeth just flash.
So
White teeth just flash across the black skin and black hair and black
I'll-
cloak.
I'll minor illusion
Miming
again.
of strangling her.
I'll minor illusion again. What did you do?
I'm gonna.
What did you do?
I'm gonna point to the hole because she went to she made like the strangling motion, and I'm gonna point to the hole and be like, yeah, I strangled them. Like, yeah, I totally did. Best thing I've ever done.
I can say what did you do, Ree? It's a 5-foot cube. It's big enough. Oh, okay.
But I'm mouthing all this. I'm like, yeah, best work ever. You wanna see?
Again.
You wanna see?
Pinching the bridge of my nose. Deep breaths.
I'm
Don't
gonna
murder
motion
the lyric.
with my
Don't
hands.
murder the lyric.
Oh,
She's
oh my-
useful.
With
she
my hands
punches
in front
things.
of me, I'm gonna. With
I'm
my hands
kinda
in front of
thinking
me,
the
I'm gonna
same
just
thing.
make an explosion with my hands, just like
I'm kind of
pop
thinking
like
the
a
same
fucking
thing.
zit.
No, I'm thinking the same thing Trix is right now. What the fuck? Why did we bring her
Okay.
along?
I'm
going
gonna
to
put
take
my
her?
hands up. I'm putting my hands up in the air like a stop, 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 and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pull a dart out, and I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna make a motion like I threw it, and then I'm like, and then I'm
And then
gonna
point
like
that
hold a fist against my neck like and then I'm gonna go pop,
And then more
and then
deep
big grin,
breaths. More
Okay.
deep breaths, more pinching of the nose. And then I'm going
like
to look at
threw a
lyric.
dart, hit a goblin, it exploded. Best day ever.
That's
I'm going
amazing.
to put my hands
Yeah.
on Lyric's shoulders and doing my level best to be gentle and not strangle this woman. I am going to put her in front of me where I can see her.
So in order to do that, you would have to be like on the like she's up
Oh no,
on.
I thought she came down in front of us.
No, I don't
No,
think so. Not yet.
I stepped off the barrel to come over to them.
Okay, so here, let me.
You
move.
just
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
your
yeah.
token.
You didn't move.
Oh,
your
I
token.
didn't move my token.
My
I'm
bad.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just
Sorry.
confused. So bad tricks. My bad.
I'm going to move her to where she is in front of me, to the west. And then we're going to stealthily march in that direction. Because I no
Oh,
longer
I-
trust her where I cannot see her.
Wait, isn't this a cliffside?
No, we're going west.
This way. Oh, that way? We're going
West
in.
is
We're
left.
going. I'm sorry. We're going into more dangerous
So
territory.
before
We're
you do
finishing the goddamn mission.
Loki,
We did the mission.
you're heading in this direction, Loki. Is there anything you want to do? Like, which
we did not
wh-
do the mission.
are you heading towards them?
We totally did the mission.
Wow,
Our talk's
when they-
gonna be so proud of me.
When they all left, I just moved up a little bit to kind of like right here, where the barrel was, so I can sit behind
See
that
his
rock
torch moving shit.
for when
Oh,
something
you got
comes.
it.
So I'm
Yeah.
just literally just being a lookout.
He's a
listening.
little guy. He's
Okay.
jammed himself in a
Yeah,
little corner
Loki.
to play lookout. And me and
Loki,
Steve and
roll
Fred
up
are
perception.
here playing lookout.
I Aye, he's our little satyr guy.
Sorry, what did you say, Roll?
Uh,
Perception?
It's true. Roll a perception check for me, Loki. Yeah. A 10.
That's kind
So-
of shit.
With his pimpy butterfly.
So you don't-
Oh, sorry.
You don't really hear. So for a moment, Loki, you take a moment and you just kind of like you quiet yourself, your senses. You stop breathing just for a moment. Just listen,
What the hell was that?
and you don't hear anything unnatural, seemingly, except
What
for
did you do, ass?
every once in a while there's like a sound. It's reverberating from somewhere in the cave.
Huh. That's weird.
Could be a wild animal. Sounds like maybe a wild animal dying or something. It's hard to say. You've heard things that sound like this. This doesn't sound like a wild animal going through the natural course of dying, though. To you, this sounds like absolute agony. Little bits and pieces. These goblins are horrible, horrible creatures, huh?
I'm just gonna be like, what is that noise?
Yeah.
I did not hurt the
You're a little
puppy.
And then I
closer.
think to myself,
I
if
added
they
a couple
were-
to your
if
score
they
because you're a
really
little
got in
closer.
a fight, it would be really
Yeah.
loud, especially with the goblins screaming as you know, Lyric would rip them apart like she does the wolves. So they're not in a fight. It must be further down the cave. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watch, make sure nothing crazy happens.
Yeah, you got it, Loki. All right, so
And then I'm
as
just
we
gonna
stand
kind
here,
of wonder,
yeah,
are there
yeah, you can go ahead and move some if you want to,
are
Loki.
are there cave butterflies maybe? Just a thought.
Moths. The word you're
Moths.
looking for is moths.
There really could be. I mean,
It's just a passing thought, but yeah, go on.
this is... I feel like there's some kind of check we could do here just to be fun. But it's okay. Artok and Seda. Well, actually, Talia, you're kind of behind the barrels here already. You're kind of
Yes.
waiting, like duck down low.
Yes.
And
can I put out
Aldina's-
Steve's torch? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
I
absolutely can.
absolutely
Yep.
would have put out Steve's torch since we're hiding behind the barrels.
Are we taking
All right.
Steve's torch?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah,
No,
I'll take
so,
it.
just a heads up, DM. I would have left a tiny passage on the
Yeah.
far left-hand side. You
Oh,
Oh,
did
I closed
not?
it all in, huh?
Oh
So-
no.
locked them in there.
Like,
I closed it all
just like
in.
enough
Maybe-
that we can
No,
get out,
no.
right?
I would have just left a little bit, like right.
Like right here. Hold on. Like right there, so we can squeeze out.
Or just move like the far left ones, just so they got a little. Where's my
Like,
beeper?
did you guys put out this fire?
Yeah,
No,
like right in the very corner here.
That fire was always lit, Loki, so I wouldn't want to change anything, and I'm pretty sure
Gotcha,
that fire
gotcha.
was
There you
lit
go.
when we came in. But
Alright,
having
yeah,
a torch burning behind the barrels would have been very obvious.
Suppose so.
That's right. No, this is good.
Yeah.
Is this the
Yeah, that's what I meant. So they got
plan
just
then?
a
You guys
little.
wanna
Yeah,
kinda-
and they're just gonna duck
Yeah,
behind those
all
barrels
right.
that are stacked up nice and high. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Is there
Okay.
anything in this
so-
barrel?
There
I think they're all
is,
filled with rotten food.
Yeah, so I believe that one is actually sealed, Loki. If you want to check it out.
Well, the idea is I want to make sure it's kind of empty, so if something bad goes down, I can hop in the barrel and put the lid over.
Oh, I see. I see. Roll an investigation check, Loki.
Okay. Investigation.
Hey, look at that.
I can't believe I wasted that on
Loki.
a barrel.
This barrel is 100% empty and very sturdy and has a lid on it that you could very easily jump in and pop the lid on.
So for a 20, can it also have one of those little peeping holes?
Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect. So I'm gonna kind of look at this barrel. I'm kind of gonna play with the lid a little bit and be like, Then I'm gonna go into my bag and get some of my troll fat and kind of smear it on the lip of it, and then kind of
Yeah.
slam it down, pick it up, slam it down, pick it up. So it's like really quiet every time it goes. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise. So when I hop in and pull the lid up, it's not gonna make any noise. I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's
Loki,
good. Now I'm gonna go
that's
back to
brilliant.
watching the cave.
We're gonna. Are you jumping in? You gonna jump in?
No, I'm.
Oh, not yet. Not
keeping
yet.
watch,
Okay.
But if something happens, I'm gonna hop in the barrel.
So when you hop in the barrel, Loki, we're gonna add a +4 to your stealth.
Nice.
Because that's pretty thoughtful. All right, sweet. Okay, we're in a really cool spot here. Does everybody want to take like a couple of minutes and get up and stretch out, go pee, all that good stuff, and then we will come back here. We have technically like 15 minutes left of the whole game, but depending on how everybody feels.
I would like to move Lyric's token to where she's to the west of mine, so we don't forget that I moved her.
Can I do that, Azel? Do you mind if I move you? Do this?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Is that all right? Yeah, no
Here,
worries.
trade me and Lyric.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am good with keeping her in the middle. I want to keep an eye on her too.
No. I want to be able to see this. And
Wait,
So
she
Lyric
wouldn't be
is
there. She
straight
would
up-
be.
Lyric
Yeah,
is
she'd be
straight up so confused why you guys are mad at her because like she just
Oh,
did the
gee, I
best
don't
thing
know.
she's ever done in her entire life.
Maybe it's because she
Right.
almost completely
Yeah,
blew the mission.
the
Maybe
point
y'all
was
just
to
need to go
gather
see-
information.
Maybe y'all just need to go see what it is that I did because
Oh,
it is
no.
amazing.
We
Not
can
only did
hear-
I load one goblin, I have covered 3 others in acid. Okay, like best day ever.
We
I
can
did
hear
that
what
with
you
a
did.
Single dart, you guys, a single dart.
Our talk
Well,
would be
Trix
proud.
and I could hear it so well. We can determine what you did, okay?
Hey, I miss
We
our
heard it
talk.
that well.
I miss our talk.
We could
I'm
hear the
sure-
acid bubbling on their face, okay?
I'm sure when
He's not even gonna believe me because you guys didn't go look. So now I have nobody to back me up when I tell our talk what I did.
No, I'll back you up. I'll say what complete and utter stupidness you did. But I'm so glad that you were able to test your dart. Oh, great. It was awesome.
I just wish you had waited until after the stealth section was over.
All I'm saying is that when I tell Talia about this wonderful thing that I did, I am straight up gonna let her know and reassure her that that's the last dose of the shit I have.
But you said you had 4 doses. What did you do? Throw the entire vial onto them?
No,
She's
I
lying.
lying.
Oh.
have 6 more doses and 3 antidotes.
She is.
But y'all don't need to know that.
Oh no, we know nothing. But
Yeah, it's a little white lie.
I'm just gonna
Unless-
straight up be like, too bad, it's the only dose of that I had.
yeah, unless I make an insight check on you.
I'm just glad Loki
Yeah.
wasn't there. He would have been fucking horrified
I'm
watching
gonna
this.
tell you, good luck with that, my friend.
I'm
So-
gonna tell you, my insight's pretty high.
I'm gonna
Real
tell
quick,
you my
so-
deception's high.
Azel and Lyric and Trix, since you're right here, you start to begin to hear the sound of what seems to be like aggressive goblin. It's hard to tell exactly what
Aggressive
they're talking
goblin?
about, but they're absolutely they're being loud.
From
It
which
could possibly
direction?
be arguing. It's hard to say. From the crack, you hear from the sound where the goblin was, which is now ceased. There is no more. There's none of that. That's completely over. You just hear a lot of yelling in goblin.
You know, if he exploded, that means the dart's no longer in his body. Might be a good thing for any other goblins
No,
that happen upon the acid goblins.
He told you they noticed it. If the acid goblins
The ones
survived,
who were covered in acid noticed it.
but you
It's
don't
hard to
know if
tell
they,
what they're saying. Yeah.
you don't know if they
Didn't let me-
died.
You didn't let me watch it, so I don't know what's happening now. Y'all
Lyric,
can
you
take it
hear.
down.
Sorry, Azel, you hear. There's a sound like it sounds like something just ricocheted off of a wall in the other cavern, and you hear the goblin raise his voice even louder.
Oh no. Did it bounce off the wall from the goblin that exploded and into another goblin? That would be hilarious.
There seems to be the sound of like crates maybe being smashed. You hear the sound of goblin screaming at maybe like obscenities, possibly. It's hard to say, like really angrily.
They're
And then you
going.
hear more
The
sounds
boss is mad at us.
of like there seems to be maybe something hitting the cave wall, and you hear the reverberations of it. And you hear the goblin scream real
They're in a
loud.
lot of. I
That
think
is
what's
an
going
angry
on.
boss.
No,
Yeah.
I think what's going on is that there's acid all over their face. They're in a lot of pain and they're just lashing out. That's
I
my
think it's
guess.
a boss goblin. That's a That sounds like a boss goblin. Yeah.
Loki, roll a perception check for me.
Oh,
One
are
more
we?
time.
Are we taking a break or not?
We are, yeah, but I
I
just want
think
to do
we're
this quick
finishing up.
because
You
this
want
is
the
kind of in the
perception?
moment. Yeah. Just to see. I just want to see because you're not really that close. Loki, you hear something that just for a moment, it sounds like you, it sounds like maybe arguing. It's hard to say, Loki.
Oh, because Loki can hear. He knows goblin speak.
In Goblin? Or just like regular people arguing?
It sounds like goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can make it out, so it's a little. Okay.
It's a goblin, yeah. There's goblins arguing somewhere. It's really faint.
Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of put my crossbow a little higher, kind of like I'm aiming, getting ready. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect. Okay. In this moment, Sato and Artak. Well, I know I said about the break, but I mean we're so close to ending time. Why don't we just play it out? If everybody's
Alright.
good with that.
I mean, I'm already outside, but yeah, go.
Oh,
ahead.
cool,
I'm fine.
cool. No,
I mean,
that's all right.
He's got his headphones on.
Yeah, it totally works.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's fine.
Totally works. So Sato and Artak, Talia, you're kind of behind the barrels and stuff. So I would say you're kind of just sit tight for a moment.
Oh yeah,
But
no.
Sato and
yeah, go ahead.
Sato and Artak, roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception.
Look at that. It rolled around like that.
22? Yeah, I did.
Nice.
6.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Artak
Artak,
and Sato's
you are
like, "Switch."
absolutely like you're getting ready, but Artak, your mind is on this kind of like it's like almost like a burny sensation, and it's just like it's right where your shoulder kind of meets your pec. It's like right, not over your heart, but I mean it might as well be. It feels almost like a burning sensation, Artak. It's something that it's very troubling. You haven't felt this. Well, that's all I'll say. It's annoying. It's getting to the point where it's it's noticeable. But Sato, as you stand here, kind of prepared, you begin to hear the sounds like stepping on a wet surface, maybe dozen feet. It's hard to say.
Like a dozen feet away?
Only 12 feet away?
A dozen little feet walking. It's hard to tell how far away the footsteps are coming from, but they are absolutely coming from there. I mean, you can hear them.
All right. Well, let's slowly work our way down the passageway to that little room that we started in before we came up.
So my other undead guy, Dave, is still in there too.
Yep, he is.
Oh, that's right. Just like
That's true.
walking in circles and clawing at the walls.
No, I think he's just standing there. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
kind of whisper to Sato, like, do we
On the
want to kind of use him as a
Shield.
bait, I guess, or
Yeah,
he's a goblin. Like if we make him stand still in the middle, they'll come up to him. Maybe we just blow them all to hell.
True. Well, we want to go investigate and see if they're coming up this passageway. Is that what we wanted to check?
Yeah, I think so. Like back this way to the other map.
Going back through the cavern, Sato?
Yeah, I think we want to try to stealthily see if they're coming and maybe set up another.
Are you both going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sato in front because he can see, and I'm kind of just like elephant walking behind him. I grab the back of his
Nice.
like some like little piece of leather hanging off his shoulder strap so I don't lose him in the dark.
Careful what you grab down there.
Yeah, I know. I'm above the waist for sure. Which is kind of hard because he's so tall, but.
Perfect. All right.
From what I've heard, he does not wear underwear.
No, he doesn't. I have slid between that man's legs enough times to tell you.
That what? Sorry, I missed that.
Not wearing underwear.
You don't wear
underwear? No, I do not wear underwear.
So anything I'm grabbing is from like the waist up, so it'd be like something hanging off your shoulder versus anything, just to be safe.
Yeah.
It would put new meaning into the phrase elephant walk.
I basically slid between that man's ankles once and he warned me he doesn't wear underwear, and I've never been the same since.
Definitely commando.
Right. Sato and Artok. Oh, I don't have you emitting any light, do I?
I think I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely am. But I've got dark vision, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move into the chamber here, you notice, Sato, just as you stand here, the torch of what seems to be a goblin kind of walking around the corner here, which I don't even have the light on. Oh, why did I do that? Here, give me one
like
second.
This corner?
Yeah, up top there.
See, I'm gonna stay up top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be a little safer.
Alright, so I can see flickering light coming from that hallway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna look at Artok and say, we should probably get back upstairs.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe bring...
From my angle here, I can see, doesn't look good from my vantage point.
They're definitely coming this way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have Dave kind of go here.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And,
Now, will you be able to tell if he dies or gets attacked? Like, can you sense that?
I don't think so. But he's got a crossbow. So maybe, as they're coming, I'm just gonna wait
Although,
till...
will that make them suspicious if, the zombie goblin starts attacking them from inside their own home?
Maybe. Should he come with us then?
Yeah, maybe we should just try to bring us all back upstairs and try the ambush method.
Okay, sounds good.
Is that the
way.
plan?
Yeah, because otherwise,
all right,
we don't want them knowing anything's fucking amiss at all, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So, we'll say there's plenty of time. I mean, not plenty of time, but there's probably enough time for you to kind of get back through the cave entrance here with your pal here. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as we get in there, I'm gonna like grab Dave by the scruff and kind of like toss him over the line of barrels. Because he's
nice.
a goblin, so he's a lot shorter and smaller than me, so I can just kind of.
Yep, for sure. Here, let me add him.
Dwarf toss him.
Bam! There
so
he is.
doesn't have to climb over.
Yeah.
There you go.
You gotta roll for points if it's a proper dwarf tossed.
Yeah, roll him over.
In this game, they're halflings.
A dwarf toss, perfect.
I mean, they're goblins, so.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
Never mind. It was a bad joke.
I'm gonna kind of put out our torch.
Oh, you're gonna snuff it out?
Yeah. So there's no light coming from behind the barrels. Just
like
kinda
I did. So
down.
smart.
And we're gonna let Talia know they're definitely coming up this way. Plan is, the second they walk through that door, We hit them hard from behind.
But I couldn't tell if they had hostages, but it's definitely
she said.
definitely goblins.
Did we put out that brazier,
totally
DM, or did we leave that? I think we left that
the
brazier in the room.
on.
Brazier's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the brazier was
sorry.
there, so they wouldn't think that was suspicious.
My
right?
bad.
Yeah, so
my
that
bad.
that brazier's definitely still on. I'm gonna tap Artok on the shoulder and whisper, "Tell Loki," and then I'm gonna pick up the sending stone and say into the stone, "Reinforcements coming. We're ambushing them. Don't come back yet."
Or come back quickly. If I hear you, I'd say, tell him to come back quickly. Get back here with us.
Point at where Loki. He's in a barrel right now, right?
No, I'm outside of it. I wanted to
Okay.
if needed.
Kind of tell him that, like, hey,
Yeah.
they're coming very quickly. If you can make it, otherwise, hide.
He can make
okay.
it. He's got time.
I'll change my wording to careful coming back. That's what I'm gonna say. Reinforcements coming
But
from where
hurry.
ambush planned. Careful coming back.
Wait,
All right.
I'm confused. Which way are they coming from? They're coming from on top, right?
They're coming from
Is
where
that
we
what you
entered.
respond?
No. This is out of character. I'm confused.
They're coming from
They're
from
coming.
here.
Artok's
They walk through
alarm
the
spell
front
at the
entrance.
entrance went off, so goblins are coming back into the cave from the entrance.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that and then hop into my barrel.
Yeah.
Perfect,
And
You
Loki.
just conference stone tricks.
I
I
kinda
did
have
just
it
conference
where-
stone tricks. Yes.
I have the barrels kind of where it's like pointing. The eye hole I'm looking through is pointing. Let me get the measuring.
And
thing.
Trix now knows that
I'm
I can
looking
read
like
lips.
that through the little hole in the barrel. This is my line of sight.
Yeah, you got it, Loki. So
Okay.
you can move the barrel wherever you want. So
No, the
you
barrel's
can move
fine
it
where
there.
it's at.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm in the
All
barrel.
right. You
Actually,
are.
I'm gonna move myself into it.
You gonna climb in the barrel?
I'm in the barrel. I'm in the barrel.
All right. Are
I'm
you
gonna message
Loki?
back. Got it. In the barrel. And he's gonna be like, what's he mean in the barrel?
Oh, nice. I need to see like art of this. This is so good. Oh man.
All you
Okay.
can see is a little hole with a little arrow tip slightly pointing out of it about to shoot.
All right. Aldinus whispers at Talia. Are we gonna be safe back here? How many are there?
I'm going to reach
Do you know
out.
how many there are?
I'm going to put my hand on her arm, and I'm going to say, "I will keep you safe."
While she's doing that, I'd like to take one of the blood vials that I had made at the beginning of the session, and I kind of walk around Aldina, like I kind of hunch down still, but I make a circle around Aldinus, and I just said, "You'll be safe as long as you don't come out of the circle."
Oh wow.
With blood.
She
just stay
looks
down
at
and
you.
don't come out of the circle.
Yeah, she kind of like squints her eyes a bit, like almost like shocked for a moment, and looks up at Talia and responds to what Talia says, and she says, Talia, I don't know why exactly yet, but I believe you." And that's where we're gonna end tonight's.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna like give her arm like a reassuring squeeze and smile, and then turn back around. So I'm not actually gonna say anything. It was just like a little RP action.
Oh, perfect. All right. Trix, and we'll call it the SEAL Team A or whatever over here. Is there anything that you guys want to do before we wrap up the night here?
No,
Oh,
I'm good.
Trix, you got the
Trix just
interaction
got
from
yeah.
Talia, right?
Trix got
Trix
the
got
message.
Yeah.
reinforcements coming, ambush planned.
Yep.
Be careful on your way
Yep.
back.
And if you decide
And
And
you're
your
the only
response,
person who heard that, Trix.
Yep.
you
I'm
can
just going to ignore Lyric as because she has caused doubts about her competency, and just mouth that
Fucking
message to
rude.
Azel over her head.
I am so smart, and by the way, when I find out that Talia's about to get ambushed and you didn't fucking tell me, I am going to hurt you. You know this, right?
So I see that message.
I haven't decided I'm not telling you. I'm just focused on telling Azel right now.
Yeah,
Because I'm
I
annoyed.
want to warn y'all.
I see what Lyric mouthed to me, and I'll be.
You mean with tricks?
Yeah, sorry. I see what Tricks mouthed to me, and my eyes get wide. If Lyric sees that, my eyes get wide, and I'll look at Lyric frantically, and just like in emotion
Oh,
say,
I'm in front of
"Come
y'all.
with." Oh, it looks like you're in between.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I had us swapped with Lyric to the left, but Reek swapped us back.
I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
move on.
sorry.
Anyway, if Lyric can see me, I'm going to try to grab her
Can't.
arm. If
I have
she'll
no
accept
idea what's
it.
going on back there.
I'm gonna motion the direction to the west to the motion of our objective, and then back the way we came, and then just hold up my hands and shrug like, which way do we go?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to grab Lyric's arms, and I'll just like motion.
What?
Or grab Lyric's arm, say motion, come with me, and then I'm going to try to get us to go back to the area with them, because if there's a fight about to happen, I want to be sure that our party isn't split up, especially one of our highest DPS members, but you know.
Okay. That's
I'm
fair.
just going to sigh and dejectedly follow along behind.
Now I'm looking at
Okay.
both of y'all so confused, like why are we walking back?
Can we get to like right about here-ish where there's light and it's a
Yeah,
little bit safer to talk out loud?
I'd say maybe we can go here before the session ends.
Do it with a stealth check.
Sure.
Yeah, do it with a stealth check. Yeah, the three of you.
Do you want to be disadvantaged because we're trying to get back quickly?
No,
Why
you don't
are you
have to.
being rude to me?
That is a success, Trix.
That is also a success.
That is a success, 100%.
I thought that was
know,
gonna land
I
on
almost
the
went to
one.
a 1.
I thought that 19 was gonna be a 1. Oh my god, my heart just stopped.
I
Oh,
know. It was
Mine?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, mine was like 119.
All right.
Thought about it.
I know, it's true. Okay, so where
You guys
are your
realize
tokens
I rolled
for
a
the end
run
of
on
the
my
second?
disadvantage, right?
Well, it depends. How far do you want us to be? We were thinking here, but we can go further here if you
No,
want.
no. I'd say that's probably fine where you were at, Hazel.
Okay.
Like
Alright,
right here.
I'm
now.
going to take a leaf out of Hazel's book and use Minor Illusion, because I still don't trust speaking right now, to write a quick message for Lyric in the air that says,
Oh god.
there's reinforcements coming back. They're planning an ambush, and then for both him and both Hazel and Lyric, let's wait here until we hear fighting.
I don't know if you'd be able to get all of that into a minor
It's a
illusion, but you can try.
5-foot
It would take a while, but you would be able to do it. It's a cantrip, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, so
Lyric
you can just
understood
cast it
all
over and
of
over.
that except for reinforcements, ambush, and fighting.
Perfect.
Canonically,
And just in this moment-
Lyric can barely read and write common, you guys.
Yeah, Talia, you begin to hear footsteps, and that is actually where we're going to stop.
That's a good place to stop. That's a good place to
Would
stop.
it be too late for me to send a response back through the sending stone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Send it next week.
Because if we don't stop it there, we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Yes, we're so bad about that.
But it's okay. It's okay. It was fun. So, I like kind of how this is going. This is cool. You guys are using your abilities and you're doing really clever strategic stuff. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I know.
So the official ruling is I have 6 chokers and 3 antidotes left, correct?
That's what I have. Yep.
Say
What do you
bye,
think, Lyric? Were you happy with the result?
I am so fucking happy with that result, and I have been sitting on that for months.
I know. I should give you the card for it. All
I'm
right, bye
glad
stream.
Loki
Bye,
wasn't
stream.
there.
Bye,
stream.
Bye, stream. I'm glad Loki wasn't there.